Yeah, chat, it's definitely going to be one of those days today. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I want to disappear. Holy shit. After looking at all this stuff. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the VTuber Review, where we talk about VTubers that have, well, lots of views and lots of big views at that. Also, move up. It's good to see all you guys. What's up? Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. My God, we have a lot to talk about today. Jesus, dude. I was getting all my news together, right? Looking at stuff, and I knew the Shylily thing was coming up. But my God, chat, we are on a roll today. I mean, we're going to talk about some stuff going on with the Hololive, big controversy around their TCG. We're also going to talk about people going after Vupechat now. Really, really dumb. We're going to take a look at that situation. Of course, we're also going to be talking, yes, chat, been a while, but we're going to be talking, I'm sorry, Sunday. Look, I don't even know what day it is, bro. Yeah, get me out of here, chat. I can't even keep my day straight anymore. I've been in a summer thought for so long. I don't even know where I am anymore. Happy Sunday, guys. I'm so sorry. But yes, we're going to be discussing all the stuff around, of course, Shylily talking about the Sinder situation. It's been a long time since she has said anything, certainly breaking her silence on it. And we have a lot to talk about. A lot of very mean things being said, a lot of interesting new information. So we're certainly going to look at that. But even crazier, chat. Cha-Cha Chillip actually apologized. I know, Chad, I can't believe it either, but we're going to talk about that as well. Probably the shortest apology I've seen in a while, but to be honest, I kind of like short apologies. Just be like, yeah, I fucked up, that's it. GG's, like, what else is there left to say, So we're going to take a look at that. Yes, she apologized. I mean, if you count it as an apology, Don, I count it as an apology. It's not a very good one, but it's still an apologizing message, right? So we're going to go take a look at our apologies later. And also, of course, we're going to look at a VTuber that went viral over going pee-pee. That's right, chat. This VTuber went viral by going pee-pee. We're going to take a look at that today. That's actually a really funny story. I think it's great. It's actually caused some really funny stuff. Twitter apologizing. That's actually a really cool story. Well, maybe pissed tubers really like that story. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think it's really funny. So we're definitely going to take a look at that. Of course, chat, not pee-pee, not even poo-poo. Just pee-pee, but no poo-poo. We're also going to be talking about a big update about Mythos today, chat. Mythos finally making a big change that I think is going to serve them a lot better. Now, you guys have had some questions about it. Right now, I don't think I am allowed to say anything. I don't think it's my place to say certain stuff, but I will tell you what I can tell you. And I'll leave the rest of you to, discover yourself for looking to the tinfoil hat rumors. You know how it goes, Chad. Normal VTuber Twitter stuff. So yeah, it's really not my place to be the one to drop the ball and let everything burst and the news get out there. That's not my job. So I will let some things be said, and if it comes out naturally, then that be what it be. But I'll show you what I have. We'll talk about that in my coverage, and there are some good things we'll certainly want to discuss about them. But first up, guys, how are you today? Good morning. What's going on with y'all? How was last night for you? I watched the secret ending for Revengeance. It was pretty cool. I'm very surprised I haven't made another one though. Yeah, that's actually very surprising to me. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what's up, Queso? How are you? I apologize, Chad. I'm very phlegmy. I can already feel it, so I'm about to take some sips of my tea. So, what are your thoughts on Fillian's hiatus art? I didn't realize Fillian was on official hiatus. I thought they just weren't streaming or something. Did they announce something, Lazy? I just played Power Wash Sim for the first time yesterday night. How was that? I've never played it, but it looks fun. Hey, 374, how'd that happen? I don't fucking know, Siriu, how'd that happen? Kojima made Revengeance, but he no longer owns IP, right? It belongs to what, Konami? I mean, normally with game stuff like that, right, you work with developers and producers and, of course, distributors. That normally makes sense. Forget to sleep got really absorbed into Mario Kart. Wait, how do you forget to sleep? For a whole 8 hours, you forgot to sleep? Konami, right? Got you. You might be debuting a new original model soon. Where did you get that, Lazy? These are two things that I have not even remotely heard of, and I'm pretty tied into the VTuber space. So you got like, I'm gonna ask the age-old question of, sauce, bro? Where's the sauce? Let me see the source. Yeah, we're just a hunch. How it feels to spread misinformation.
Oh, bro.
How it feels to spread misinformation, chat. What it is crazy for getting to sleep for 8 hours. Yeah, I cannot imagine. I need my 8 hours of sleep. Even then, I don't fucking sleep. That's a problem. Just go to Philly's Discord. Nah, bro, give me the screenshots. Come on. Let me see them. You're gonna make a statement. You gotta give me the sauce, bro. Thank you, Daniel. You knew what I was looking for. That is one of my favorite fucking 7 TV emotes. Then it is about Sinder that we buried the hatchet. Well, unfortunately, guys, I predicted this a long time ago, right? It's never gonna end, right? Certain stuff is gonna continue to come out. Certain things are gonna be spoken about. So is it really ever gonna be over? Probably not. Probably actually not. But I will say this, there's been no official response to the docu, which is kind of crazy. I really assumed there would be at some point, but looking to see that is not going on, I think this is the best that we're going to get. And this is Shylily talking about stuff like this. I fear Shylily community is over. Why do you say that? Yeah, why do you say that? I knew more stuff was going to come out from this underdog. I told you guys, like, it's going to keep happening. I love this. I fear Shylily community is over. All right, hit me with the why. I love statements. Just a hunch. What? Why is everybody in my stream today suddenly having all of these hunches? Where's the proof? Where's the sauce? Oh, you know, I think that Shylily is a horrible person and a liar and a traitor and has caused mass genocide. Oh, but just a hunch. Like, bruh. Oh, we're starting already, chat. We're starting already. Buckets, we like to live in the world of facts here. So, I'm gonna need a little bit of proof, homie. They need to believe Sinder has the power to destroy Shylily, to destroy themselves, to destroy Shylily. But then Shylily would trust, they destroy themselves and they trust the fact of Sinder undoing the Shylily's trust of the destruction of the 1,000-page Google Docu.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
What were we talking about? I already forgot. Facts, bro. We like facts. Oh, 1,000-page docu. Oh, are we talking about Sinder today? No, Wikipedia is not a valid source. No, not my Wikipedia. That's all I have. That's all I have. Are you allowed to touch on blue side activities, specifically the domination of VTubers in the most recent contest? I did see that. However, I will not be covering that. But yes, I have seen that. VTubers are absolutely kicking ass over on OnlyFans. So, what's up, Pantsu? How are you, kitty? I'm immune to facts. My sources have made it the fuck up. Wait, I could have thought. Wait a second. So, now that I played the game, that reminds me. I thought that was actually in the game. You're telling me that's from something else? That's like a meme? Because I thought it was actually in the game. So you think Shylily is going to make a 2,000-page Google Docu? Please, God, no, please. Yeah, Spide has really been kicking ass. I'm so proud of her. Kawhi, thank you so much for the 4 months, kitty. You get this random crowd of people cheering for you. That's a max story. Okay, bet. Dude, I can't wait to watch it. I think we're going to watch it tomorrow. Part 1. It's a Max Source vid. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, so now that I play the game, I definitely gotta do that. I gotta message Max, or I keep forgetting. How are you, though, Pizza? What's up, kitty? I'll be having a killer day today. We're gonna be discussing some crazy, crazy stuff. Fuck, I love my tea on my dresser. Hold on. I'm definitely gonna need my fucking tea. I can already feel it. No more Google Docies. Yeah, you know, yesterday's Google Docies are so much fun. I hope those are the only Google Docies that we have to cover in the future. Give me 15 years to try to become a senator so I can make up my own facts. Okay, bet. Nah, you just go on Twitter, bro. Yeah, you can go straight on Twitter and start making up facts. Oh my god, you're a certified Twitter user.
Google Docky Deliverer.
Love it. Try watching one of his virtual fireplace videos. Those never can put me to sleep. I like rain. Rain makes me go to sleep. During Shylily's New Year stream, she spoke on the subject of her closure on the saga. Yep. It's kind of I will say this as we do talk about it today. With Shylily, it's really a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. If she doesn't talk about it, people are going to sit there over on Twitter and be like, oh yeah, she's hiding something clearly. She doesn't want to talk about it because she knows she lost. And then if she actually talks about it, it's like, oh, why is she talking about it? Nah, 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 nah. Like, there's nothing she can actually do that she's going to win or benefit from talking about it. You know what I mean? It's an absolute lose-lose. Did you see the Bunny U thing? Oh yeah, we talked about that the other day. I have a special stream plan for that, actually.
Hi,
yeah, it's being talked about it. What's up, Bob?
You wonderful Q-Tel. Hope
thank
you have a great stream.
Thank you so much. I don't even know what day it is. I started being like, happy Saturday. Like, wait a shit, it's fucking Sunday shit. Reinhardt, thank you for the bits. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even know what day it is. They're looking for an excuse to try and harass her on the platform. Yep, absolutely. I just pray for her to confess like an adult in the past. But what would she confess to exactly, Buckets? If you don't mind me asking. Like, I'm not running defense for Shylily, but you know, I live in a world of show me the proof. So, yeah, let me. What exactly would she confess to? If you don't mind me asking. Guys, I've decided my New Year resolution is to get on a live stream so I don't make a bajillion page, it's 69 page Google Document. I don't think she did anything wrong. Her envy? And what exactly was her envy? If you don't mind me asking. Because, you know, my interpretation of reading this document was more along the line of, you know, Sinder painting Lily's orchestrator things, but absolutely was completely based on conjecture and no proof even provided in her 1,000-page Google Docie. So, I mean, unless you got some kind of exclusive kind of thing you want to show me, dude, all of that is based on conjecture and Cinder's thoughts and not anything actually substantial or proof. So, I mean, if you got some, give it to me, man. I'm ready for the breaking story.
But I'm avoiding the sun today. I'm trying to get moon
nice.
Skin.
Yeah, it's moon day.
A theory.
Is Cinder getting worse? No, like, bro, just leave Cinder alone. If you don't like her, just let her do her own thing, you know? You know what I mean? Her G-Sub's partner in V-Card are rarely like Charizard. I'm sorry, am I speaking gobbledygook? Did I read that wrong? Am I having a stroke? I'm sorry, let me ask this one more time. Yeah, I'm looking for this proof of Shylily needing to admit something that she did based on envy, so I'm looking for that proof that you have, because last time I read the Google Docies, Cinder painted Shylily's orchestrator things with no proof, with little all conjecture. So I mean, maybe I'm just losing brain cells by the second, but I think I can't either read or I had a stroke. You want to try again? Gobbledygook. My dad says gobbledygook a lot. He literally said it to me last night when I called him. I'm like, bro. Dude, I spent 7 streams talking about that fucking Google Talkie. I'm like, I should get a fucking degree in Cinderology because I've had to fucking look at this thing. Can we get a Google Doc? I mean, I ate all the cookies my mom made for Christmas. The line of it. I knew it. Elara like, Dad, you're so unk. I never call my dad unk. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's crazy that Sinder quite literally said, he doesn't condone harassment or fans are causing, so the Sinder fans are just brain dead. Yep. Exactly, they really are. To see a lot of Sinders talk didn't make any sense to me. When I read it, I think I lost brain cells. I mean, you definitely deserve a degree in reading people's bullshit. So true, man. Look, we'll talk about it. I mean, if there's some things that I have to say that I want to remind you all about the document that Sinder released. Thank you, chap. There's a few things that I want to remind you all. And it mostly has to do with the fact that, again, most of the people out there hating on Shylily are only using it as a way to service themselves, to build clout for themselves by naysaying. This is a very common tactic that a lot of people use, chat. There are a lot of people out there that constantly use this to get their tiny, itty bitty bit of clout just by naysaying. When, again, that whole entire document, when there were multiple times where Sinder says that Shylily orchestrated this stuff, there is literally no proof of that. It's all conjecture.
Speaking of Google Dockies, it
I mean, she
might
already
be
made it come back.
time to cancel Redclaw. Ever since Friday,
Yeah,
he's been
we're gonna get
trying to
him.
deny that he's actually Dracula.
I mean, this is also the same person in the document that literally stated a point of view, and then it was immediately disproved in later parts of the document. I mean, I can point out specific instances if you need. The same person that lied multiple times about Spite, about Nanolith, which they admitted to. They said that I even read. Hold on, let me read here. Quote, I lied about not knowing Red. Spoke to Nano about Spite and my apology to avoid talking about it. End quote. Another quote. It was also the only time I lied about anything to Nano. End quote. How are you supposed to believe a person in good faith when they constantly just lie to you in their own document? Like, oh my goodness. But you will never see people acknowledge this, by the way. You will never see anybody that supports Sinder acknowledge this. And I've told you all, I want to remind you all, chat. Well, I shouldn't say people that that support Sinder. I should say the really bad naysayer people will never acknowledge this, right? Because you're welcome to support Sinder, right? I've said it once, I've said it again. If you want to support Sinder, that is your prerogative, dude. At the end of the day, I think that how people want to forgive each other is up to you, right? And if you forgive her, that's totally fine. That is literally up to you. I'm not going to judge you for it, and that's totally fine. But I think that this was not, that document was bad, and I still stand by that very much. How can we trust somebody that says good morning and already lied twice? Oh, because I said it was Saturday? I'm sorry, Blaze. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, I shouldn't say all supporters, right? Because there are good people.
That whole
I mean,
thing
more than
was the
naysayers.
ravings of a lunatic. I was praying we could leave
well,
this in 2025.
we're not leaving it. We're not leaving it in 2025, unfortunately. But I think that it's important to acknowledge both sides and have a good faith conversation, just as much as we acknowledge that Nanolith fucked up. Yeah, because Nanolith definitely should be held accountable as well. Been months since the document streams, and I still undermine that Nano is a professional. Red should never be in charge of anything. Sinder should learn to take a hint, stop being so insecure. Thank you. Perfect way to do it. Yep. The way I read it, the 1,000-page document, Sinder openly stated speculation wasn't directly accusing anybody. Dogmatic. If you read that, if you read the document itself, she's accusing, right? But that was the language used. It doesn't support anything about that situation. It should never have been made public like this, and it should have been handled privately. You know, I'm gonna say this, dogmatic, and actually, I'm gonna do something really quick to address one of your points. But I am under the impression, as more time has gone on, I think that it being handled privately was never going to be on the table anymore. Especially considering that this is people's jobs and livelihood and stuff like that. I don't think that was ever going to happen. You know what I mean? And maybe it's just an acknowledgement it wasn't going to happen. I wish it would have, but I just don't think it was ever going to happen, right? the language I want to point out to you, where I disagreed that she said it was speculatory. Yeah, I mean, I number one, she said he lied to you, but I'll read to you something that she wrote in her document. In conclusion, Shylily, I used to look up to Shylily, but now I don't know how anyone can. The L she holds on her forehead must stand for liar, because Shylily was the first person to do so. She had her own grudges against me before this all started, and in, quote, true narcissistic fashion, she lied to manipulate Lando to avoid accountability, turning her against me. I don't really feel like that's very, like, oh, this is a speculation. Like, that's a pretty strong statement, you know? But I do get where you're coming from, because she definitely said it was speculatory earlier in the document. But with words like that, I don't think so. What, do you agree? Yeah, do you agree? Wait, is it the year of the horse? Oh my god, it's the year of Reba! Yes! Yeah, the Silvervale part was pretty rough. But I don't want to see and rehash all of the Cinder stuff, because, again, chat, I want to remind all of you my thoughts on it, right? We went through the document. At the end of the day, if you decide you want to support Cinder, that is great. More power to you, right? Nobody's going to judge you for that. Nobody's going after you for that. I do think that there are things in the document that should be acknowledged, but as long as you are participating in it in good faith, that is all I care about. And as long as you are not attacking other people, that is okay. As long as you are being a nice person, not going after other people, harassing them, etc., and you want to forgive Cinder, that is totally fine. That is on you. I disagree with you, but that is okay. But when we get to the point where people are attacking other people, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about it. So, yeah, Twitch does that to me too, Way. Absolutely kills me. So, yeah, throwing accusations under the guise of speculation isn't really, it's not speculation anymore. I mean, somebody's gonna judge you. Doesn't mean they should, but there'll always be people who judge you. Well, I'm not gonna judge you, at least. How about that, you know? Now, if you're being a naysayer just for clout, or you're being a shitty person, well, we might have to talk a little bit, right? You gotta engage in good faith. So we were hoping there was not gonna be crazy drama 2026, but here we are, guys. So but we will definitely dive into all of it as promised. Let me cough up some phlegm. Man, my break was so good. I had like no phlegm for a while, and here I am back at it. But I hope you guys are doing amazing. I do want to give you all a reminder. Please keep things civil today, all right? Please keep things civil. I know it's going to be a big discussion. And we will, yeah, it never changes. We are going to dive into it. And again, I just want to try to be as fair as possible. Yep, exactly, Lacey, exactly. Oh my god, it was sitting in my throat. I couldn't get it out. I got it. Yeah, it's always going to come back, but I'll be honest. I knew we were going to talk about this eventually, right? That's why I kept my Cinder notes immediately on my desktop. I never took them away, because I'm like, I know we're going to talk about this, and there's going to be a day where I absolutely need it. So, all right, chat. If you guys are ready, I'm certainly ready. If you guys want to do me a favor, you know what to type in the chat, and let's dive into it. I do, of course, want to open up talking about, of course, you know, some ban issues, debuts, upcoming events, and then, of course, we will hop immediately into some of our bigger stories. So, that's right, it's news time, baby! By the way, what are you drinking this morning, chat? I don't have my Monster, my normal one. I have a Java Monster. I've never really had these, but they're pretty good. I like them. Yeah, I might drink these more often. They're pretty yummy. Yeah, very nice Diet Coke. Hell yeah. If I'm gonna drink a soda, it's gotta be Diet Coke. It is the Irish cream flavor. Yeah, it's really good. I don't normally do like the the canned coffee drinks, but I was told to try it. It's actually pretty good. So, and I'm trying out the blue raspberry flavor monster. How is it? Oh my god, I tried the apple one yesterday. It was so good. I want like a crate of them. They might actually be my new favorite. Thank you, Circus. I appreciate that, cutie. Bro, it's so good, Daniel. It's so good. Oh my god, horchata. I love horchata. Blueberry hazelnut coffee, bro. That kind of sounds a little weird, though. Blueberry coffee? I mean, I try it once, but I don't know. That sounds a little off to me, dude. Sounds a little weird. So, well, I am going to have this Cinder document here, just in case we do want to reference that at any given point. However, I think I have everything I wanted to quote today, so I think we'll be good on that. Anyway, chat, here we go. I do want to let you know as well, coming up, about my schedule. So, schedule for next week is a little weird. And why is that? Well, it's because of you, chat. It's literally all your fault. I'm actually going to be taking another vacation, guys, and that is because of all of you. Have been so amazing to me and allowing me to take some time to go visit my dad. So thank you so much for that. We're going to be doing, memes and reacts tomorrow. I'll be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I will be back Friday evening for just chatting vacation stories. Saturday, we're going to have a stream all day long, multiple Elden Ring things. We're going to do Night Rain, Elden Ring Hide and Seek. And then Sunday, the 11th, we'll catch up on some news. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you, all of your support. Y'all are absolutely incredible. Crazy. Y'all are always crazy. So the first up, chat, let's talk about some ban suspensions, all those kind of issues. First up, chat, unfortunately, Tara actually got banned. That is right. This is they've been banned multiple times at this point, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's ASMR related, but Tara goes on to say, I woke up hungover to this. Happy New Year, I guess. Now, again, we were kind of wondering the reason as to why. Was it ASMR? What's going on? Well, Tara says, I still think the craziest part about this Twitch ban is that they give you zero information about when or where the violation occurred. So you just sit there and think back to every possible thing that you feel like you might have done wrong. It's like being gaslit by an abusive partner. Now, this does remind me of Twitch promising us that they were going to be more transparent back in 2023, 2024. Both of these years, they promised us transparency, chat, yet they have still not rolled out that system or still given us actually anything. And so it leads to these issues where creators are left guessing what the actual issue was as to why they were actually going to be banned with the timestamp, etc., right? They did, Doomsday! That's what I'm talking about! They literally never brought that up. And that is so problematic because creators are not properly able to adjust their content to allegedly meet Twitch's TOS, right? So this just creates an environment of fear, an environment of extra walking. I cannot talk today. This creates an environment of extra walking because Twitch is not properly helping out their creators or even properly addressing their quote-unquote enforcement, right? So really, really dumb. Don't support Tara. I hope that she's able to bounce back quickly from this. Another news, speaking of bans, chat, Shondo, aka Fallen Shadow, did also receive a one-day ban as well. Now, you guys know in the past, Shondo has been banned. I kind of here and there a couple times, but of course, she did get a temporarily suspended notice, and it said, we reviewed your content, we're concerned about you. So again, they're going on to talk about, see that they're concerned about her health. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please let us know. I know the support is available. We encourage you to reach out for help. Talk to somebody you trust, contact your doctor, or go to the hospital. So this seems to have come from a place of, they warned about like her health. Of course, Shondo goes on to say, God forbid I'm a white girl, have a little dinky and cry a little bit on New Year's Eve. This is culture suppression. One day suspension for saying, I don't want to be alive for God in Minecraft. My wall of text aside, I accept Twitch's decision. It's understandable given that in the fact I was intoxicated. Mental health isn't a walk in the park, and I don't want to pretend it is. However, I try to do better. I should have known holidays would be a trigger for me now. I wanted to celebrate the same way I always do in New Year's, with you guys. So obviously Shonda's made a joke about not wanting to be on this plane of existence. And ultimately Twitch decided to pull the trigger on a 24-hour ban. Now, I do know a lot of people make jokes about this. I know that Shonda's kind of have like a little bit of a history with it. So maybe that's why they enforced it a little bit more heavily. I'm not sure. But again, I do know that Shondo said that she accepted it. However, Shondo did respond with briefly saying that I don't want to be alive to represent thoughts that I have any intent whatsoever in my life. And I agree with that. I have a lot of family members incredibly dependent on me to have no plans in my life. So many people suffer from depression. And this is just a reality of our existence. I've clarified this so many times. And suppressing people's expressing how they generally feel just adds more stigma and harmfulness. This is a great point as well, right? People make this joke all the time, or even just maybe talking about it, venting with friends. That doesn't mean that they're actually going to do it, right? Is this something that should be taken seriously? Absolutely, but there's a tightrope to walk, right? There is a gray area, and I feel like Twitch does a really bad job in acknowledging this, right? Of course, not enjoying your life, not feeling hope for the future, not believing things will improve, just isn't the same as planning to end yourself. I and so many others live this reality. I suffer from schizoaffective disorder, which makes the depressive symptoms feel downright unlivable sometimes, but I keep going and have no plans to stop. I do not want to be a figure who encourages this mindset, though. I'm currently engaging in adult psychotherapy for the first time in my life. I'm going outside more and spending time with my family, as well as trying to adapt a healthier approach to streaming. I'm doing my best to take this journey alongside my viewers, because I know a lot of us suffer from similar struggles. One of my biggest goals as a streamer is to support and motivate others to get the help and to improve themselves as I am trying to, but it's not an easy path, and I don't like pretending that it is. What a great response. I have nothing to add to this. This is a top-notch response. I feel like, again, Twitch needs to acknowledge there is a bit of nuance within this kind of stuff, right, chat? So Fallen Shadow continues to add to this just a little bit and says, to clarify, I don't think this is mismanagement on Twitch's part, and I sent an appeal to kind of express what I meant to whoever's reading it, but I completely think they are reasonable in the right to bonk me. I think a 24-hour cooldown period is more than fair. I went too far, got intoxicated, and did not realize that I was so emotional or affected by the holidays, so I take full responsibility for being a bit too silly. So I'll be back on Saturday. So obviously being intoxicated probably doesn't help the situation for her. Obviously made it, in her words, a bad joke. He doesn't think it was mismanaged. Well, in a rare Twitch W chat, Twitch actually released her from the one-day ban early. Was not on my bingo cards. So I made other plans and didn't prep for stream. Let's see you guys for Dark King Souls tomorrow. So Twitch actually did listen to her appeal, which I think is great. I think that shows a lot of empathy and understanding, which I certainly need to do a better job of. Obviously, considering what they did to Tara as well, we would love to see that equally enforced. But yeah, as soon as alcohol is involved, I can see why there's they're more willing to swing the ban hammer, right? But anyway, Shondo is out of her ban, right? She got it released early, so I'm glad she was able to put forth her appeal. And Twitch actually listened to it, which, I mean, we got to take the W so we can get them right. However, chat, don't get too excited about Twitch W's, because Twitch is going to fuck it up immediately, chat. Here we go. We have Shylily tweeting out, hey, Twitch support, hey, Twitch. I'm getting dozens of offline Prime subs. That's more than 5 hours exactly every 5 minutes. This is 100% some sort of weird scheme to harm me. After contacting your chat, they told me they can't do anything. What is this? I don't want to get banned. Well, look at this, chat. Getting hit with all of these Prime subs, and it just kept going. Yeah, I just woke up and checked. It's still ongoing. This is still happening, Twitch. It stopped for 2 hours and just started again. Now it's been going on for nearly 24 hours, chat. Can you please fix this? That is very strange. Obviously, this is probably meant to cause some kind of fraud flagging or something like that. However, Shylily goes on to talk about this situation even more. So let's listen to what they had to say about it, chat. And guys, it's not a good ending.
Hey everyone, I wanted to give you all a little update of how things are going so far and also tell what I did in order to hopefully protect myself from any punishment from Twitch.
Sadly, Nathaniel,
After
it's
reaching
not.
out to Twitch multiple times, all I got from them was that they can't do anything or they're simply saying that no actions are required here. I feel like they didn't even read everything, lol, just speculation though.
I'm gonna take a swing for the fences here. It sounds like a good problem to have, Nathaniel, right? You're gonna get all those Prime subs money. Oh no, I'm gonna take a swing here, chap. Here's probably what's gonna happen. It's gonna get to payout time, and they are gonna be, oh yeah, no, this was actually done inappropriately. This is clearly fraud. We're gonna go ahead and refund all of those subs. Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet money, chap? That is exactly what's gonna happen. This is not a good thing. This could get you flagged for fraud.
2 as of now, the botting started and stopped multiple times, and as of right now making the post, it is still ongoing. 3. Once I noticed what was going on a couple days ago, I immediately started taking screenshots of when it started and also after a couple hours when it was still ongoing. I also recorded a video of me scrolling through it in the first 12 hours.
I mean, that's wild.
I contacted Twitch support multiple times via their ticket system and their live chat, but as mentioned above, they're not getting their asses up at all.
So Twitch is basically just like, well, you know, there's no problem here, right? And this might be something where somebody is abusing a system or causing a false flag. Really, really sucks.
I've also started this whole
Have a good
post,
day,
as
sweetie.
you all know, in hope to get Twitch to notice what was going on, but also to spread awareness since it seems to happen to multiple people right now. If there are any new developments on this situation,
it's definitely,
I'll let
fishy.
you all
it's
know.
Definitely very sussy.
As for now, it still continues and there is no help from Twitch support at all. Thank you all for helping me with your tips and spreading awareness.
So, wanted to let you know this was going down with poor Foxy Lily. I will keep you up to date, chat, on what's going down with this. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, it's on Twitch. You know, she's receiving money. She's receiving Twitch Prime subs. So, what is she gonna do? Well, look who it is. It's the elara self. Well, look who it is. My least favorite mod, Doomsy. Vupechat, what's up? I'm just kidding. Doomsy's my least favorite mod because he's my favorite admin. Yeah, chap. He's my favorite admin. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's exactly what I meant, chat. Yeah. He's my least favorite mod because he's the best admin. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. What's up, Umber? Sure I am. So that's what's going on recently with Twitch chat. So let me give you a few other updates going on with debuts, stuff like that. And of course, we'll talk about the Shylily stuff. So I'm going to check in here with Cecil, who was over on Teen Time not too long ago. Well, chat, Cecil has a big announcement. I have a personal announcement to share with everybody. If you frequent my streams or even see my socials, sorry, unless you want to hear my burp, you may notice I've been postponing content due to sickness more recently. I wanted to provide context, and this is not something that will go away shortly. I'm very happy to announce that Sarthix and I are expecting a baby. Nope, this is not a joke. Streaming will continue, though my schedule may change from time to time to accommodate my well-being. So congratulations, that's amazing. They are expecting chat, so send them some good vibes for that. Absolutely amazing. Let's go, good news. Don't worry, we'll ruin it here in just a second, chat. Yeah, we'll ruin it. Exactly, that's a big game. In other news as well, guys, Billy going on to see just smeared. Thank you for all the congratulations. I'm very busy and I can't respond to everybody. I didn't even see this got so many likes until now. Thank you all so much, and I can't wait to show the photos from the photo shoot. So congratulations to them on their marriage as well. Amazing. In other news, guys, we do have to talk about something a little bit sad, and that is Nini, who is graduating. Firstly, I'd like to thank my viewers, friends, and mutuals. They've seen me grow so much as a person. I've truly met amazing people in this community, but my disconnection from Beauty Pop, Nini, has been lingering for a while. I know I love streaming, but I have a lot of mental issues that I've been working on for a long time. and I struggle very bad with self-identity. So I do plan on restarting on a new account in Twitch, but keeping this one up in private. But I'd like to give myself some time to be able to buy a new design, etc. So thank you again for supporting me the past 2 years. I promise to see you all again soon. So it sounds like a bit more of a rebrand, if anything, but, you know, wishing you all the best, Nini. Another news as well, guys. We also got to talk here for a second about Junie, who is graduating. Happy holidays. I'm graduating from all VTubing and streaming activities. It was a difficult decision to make, as I've enjoyed doing it so much, but streaming has also been extremely hard for me mentally recently, and I simply am in a different place in life as well. My Discord will be deleted on New Year's, and my social media will be used for art only. So wish Junie all the best, guys. Hoping the best for them. Yeah, it seems like they're just going to keep doing art, but, you know, step back from streaming, which I can totally understand there. So let me grab you something really quick here, chat. But I did want to give you just a little bit of information here on Iori Matsunagi, who is graduating from Riot Music, the Coverless Records, in September 2026. So they did give a reminder on their stream the other day, but did just want to remind you. I think we talked about this once. It's kind of been a while, but they are going to be graduating. So Scuba Steve, thank you for 14 months. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about something going on with a special light talent. That is right, the special light talent is named Isaka, and Isaka actually apparently made inappropriate remarks about an affiliated talent during their live stream, and because of that, there was action taken by Special Light. So let's go take a look here, because I do want to pull up the picture for you. And I gotta have it translated really quick. Yeah, that's kind of serious, right? That's not good, chat. That's not good. So let's go take a look at what Special Light I had to say about all this. So this notice came out January 3rd, so just yesterday. So let's go take a look at what Google Translate gives us. So again, it's not a perfect translation. Keep that in mind. But regarding inappropriate comments made about affiliated talent during live stream, thank you very much for your continued support of Special Light. We've recently confirmed that our affiliated talent, Isaka, made inappropriate comments during a live stream. The remarks in question contain discriminatory content. God, I cannot talk. Discriminatory content, and we take them very seriously. In light of this incident, we have suspended him from today until Friday, January 9th, and provide guidance to prevent a reoccurrence. We also thoroughly re-educate all of our affiliated talents on compliance. I would like to offer my sincere apologies to all viewers, co-stars, and many others for the discomfort that was caused. So, of course, Isaka goes on to make a statement here over on their Twitter. It says, I sincerely apologize for any discomfort caused by remarks at this time. I deeply will reflect on this, and upon reconsidering anew, wish to return. So, pretty crazy, chat, saying something discriminatory like that. I definitely think if that is the case, I couldn't find the footage. I went hunting for a while, but if that is the case, this is absolutely, definitely warranted. So, seems like they took it, you know, with grace, said, yeah, I fucked up. So it leads me to believe it's even more true. So, there you go, chat. That's what's going on with Special Light in Isaka. Very crazy situation, chat. What do you think about that one? And what's your thoughts on that one? What's up, Future? I gotta be honest, dude, I'm not reading all that.
Oh, brother, this guy
In other news,
stinks.
we also gonna talk about some debuts that we missed, chat. First up here, as far part of our missed debuts, was Mac. That is right, Mac ended up debuting, not Mac, I'm sorry. Eva ended up debuting, coming here from pictures from Mac with their new 3D model, and it looks incredible. Wow, look at the detail on that, chat. Yeah, it came out really well. Congratulations to Eva. Amazing, amazing model. Also, in case you missed it, chat, Vupechat the Dragon just debuted their brand new model yesterday, and I was like, what is this all about exactly? Because Vivi said, new year, new Vivi, join me as I review my new model, hopefully never again to be confused for a child, talking about the con debacle that she recently had. Well, chat, it's pretty much exactly what I expect out of
It's like
Vivi.
a wife and a child that ran away from him.
It's a fucking old lady.
And then his second wife is my grandma.
I love BB, dude. I love BB so much. What the fuck is this, BB? What the fuck? Zito, thank you for 2 months. Be ashamed if somebody dropped more subs right now, right? It'd be a shame. It'd be a shame, Zito, if you didn't put down your credit card, and then I had to ban you. Nah, I can't ban you for that. That's not even a warranted reason. I love this so much. So, congrats to BB on her. Congrats on her old lady model. Am I allowed to say that? Like, actual hag. In other news as well, guys, Crumb, I ended up debuting her brand new Viking outfit, which looks very, very cute. I love this so much. Whose sassy lost child is this? Nah, leave Crumb alone. I'm so sorry. I cannot talk today. Give me like 2 seconds. I am literally, my brain is melting. Belfry, thank you for the 5, dude. I appreciate you. 2 seconds. I've never stumbled over my words more than today. I'm getting cooked out here in the subathon. No, the answer is actually caffeine. My brain is not awake. If I stumble over my words, it's 2 things. I'm not awake. I've been subathoning too long. It's probably a combination for both of those. Belfry, thank you for the 5. I'm so sorry, guys. Please forgive me. I'm trying to give you good news, and I just keep like... I love Crumb Roll's model. She's so cute. I just want to like give her head pats, you know? All right, my brain is cooked, Chad. I think that's why. So sorry. So sorry. Just need a little coffee break. So anyway, Chad, let's get together here with Charlotte and the new outfit revealed that I had to kick off the new year. This looks incredible. Congratulations to Charlotte on her brand new outfit. Very, very adorable. Beautiful, beautiful new model outfit. What do you guys think of that? Very cute kimono. Another news as well, guys. We missed one other debut that I wanted to talk about. And that, of course,
and I'm a
is
big fan
the,
of garters.
very lovely
I'm a
and
huge fan of
amazing
garters. I'm a huge
Olivia
fan of
Munro.
garters. By the way, big fan, love, big fan.
So here is Olivia
Love
Munro's brand new model
Love
outfit.
them.
And
The
I
peony,
started you
I
off in the best
peony,
part.
Peony, that's still my favorite flower. As you know, I had
Yeah,
like
you
an
know,
eye belt
I'm always
garter
looking out
with-
for you guys.
else. Hold on. Hi. I can talk because you take every sugar. I love it. Oh my gosh, you. Out for you. Say she great to do. Well, that tabs. Time. Yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Maybe I should move the balloons. Hold on. I should move the balloons.
Move the balloons. I love that. So there, of course, is Olivia's brand new model and outfit. It looks incredible. I got you, Chad. I got you. I always show you the good parts. You know me. I got you. Very, very beautiful. Congratulations to Olivia on her brand new model. Looks incredible. In other news, Chad, I do want to let you know about some events that are coming up. So keep these in mind. You don't pull out those calendars. Let's talk here for a second. First up, chat, is some debuts I want to talk about, and that is Lana. Lana is actually debuting something here, giving us a little bit of a teaser of a winter-focused outfit. This looks so cool. Looks amazing. Bro, I'm so pumped for this. I love the hand on the neck as well. That's always been one of my favorite parts about her model. Well, she also gave us a little bit of a teaser as well. So it looks like this is debuting tomorrow. But she says, tired of being scared and grossed out, but worry no further. My intros are frozen over, and all I want to do is make you comfortable this winter season. So let's go take a look here at the trailer. I know, I love her. She's such an inspiration for real. Move the balloons. We never move the balloons around here. Very exciting, chat. So this is looking like a debut coming up tomorrow morning. So certainly go check out and support her on that. I think it's going to be a great time. So I gotta kill some tabs really quick. I do want to keep my Sinder docky up just in case, though, as we get into other news. Of course, also, chat, we also have to talk about the queen of Scuff herself, and that is Amelie. That is right. Amelie is debuting her winter outfit coming up January 10th. Let's take a look. Oh, cute. Yeah, take notes, chat. This will be on the test.
Ooh, Snow Bunny mind control. Come to my mom's winter debut.
I love it. That's cute. So there is Amelie's brand new model coming up January 10th. When I get back from vacation, I will definitely follow up with you guys on that. Another news, guys. You guys remember on Wednesday when I was talking about Glitch Stars? Well, Glitch Stars is actually debuting their brand new generation called Arunia. I hope I said that right. But anyway, they're debuting January 10th. Up in PST. Let's go take a look. I've been looking forward to this wave. This Glitch Stars is kind of on my radar a little bit more. I think they've really been cooking a lot. Yeah, I gotta give them credit.
You want me to be your virtual office assistant? Sure, but you'll have to roll back your OS by 10 versions.
I love that. 90s computer virus.
Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying. I'm listening, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Ghosts, vampires, zombies. I'll take on anything to solve your case.
This is a very varied wave, and I love that.
Listen, it's not about the size.
It's always
about how
Amelie.
cool you look catching it. Huh? Wait, why are you laughing?
Oh, holy underboob, by the way, like, holy gracious. So there are the new talents for Glitch Stars. Very cool, chat. I'll let you know more when I get back from vacation. We'll talk about it a little bit more in depth. In other news, also, Ebiko gave us a new trailer. No date yet, no date. But this is her Mafia Mommy debut trailer, so let's take a look. Gagan, sadly, I don't have any date for you on this, but I will certainly let you know when I have it. Oh, great heavens! We need it as a soundbite. Yeah, the underboob is actually nuts. I'm sure it's just for the heart, not her model, though. Looks like another post model. That's cool. That's cool. I like post models a lot. I think they're interesting. I could like a trailer though, for real. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah, beautiful trailer. Good 3D effects too. I don't know if she put any credits, but wow, it's really, really good. Nice trailer. So there it is, chat. It's Ebiko's brand new trailer for Mafia Mommy. Obviously, I will follow up with all of you when we get a more concrete date, but looks really good. Very excited for that one. And other news as well, guys. I also gotta tell you,
it's the God Mommy, get it instead of Godfather.
Exactly. Yeah, you get it. We also have, of course, Neppy, who is doing their debut coming up on January 9th at 5 p.m. GMT, their new outfit for New Year's. So get excited for that one, chat. Write that down. I'm sure she would appreciate your support. Also, in other news, even more debuts to talk about. We have Ramai. Their next debut is coming up on January 7th for their birthday with the 3D model. Let's take a look. Hey, yo, 3D. Hey, yo. We love 3D around here. I'm going to tell you something, chat, and I don't know how you're gonna take this. So, are you guys ready? I'm gonna tell you something. I've been working on something for my 3D, and if I can get one piece of equipment, and if I can get this one thing to work properly, I might go to 3D and just stay 3D forever. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm cooking, chat. I'm cooking. I have cooked up something that is pretty nuts. I just need one piece of equipment, and I gotta make sure this one thing I've been working on works. And if that is the case, I might never go back to 2D. I'm not even fucking around, chat. Like, yeah, it's that good. It's that good. So, you know, let me cook, chat. Let me cook. I got you something coming. Be on the lookout in February, okay? In other news, I guess we'll talk about this guy. I mean, not that I care anything. You know, he's whatever, short-armed dinosaur guy. Who even cares? But yeah, let's talk, I guess, about Red Claw. You know, but again, who cares? You don't need to show up to his debut. He's probably stinky or something. But anyway, on January 30th, Red Claw's debuting a brand new model along with so many other things. New overlay, emotes, TTS mascot, brand new cover song. I hope to see you there. Let's take a look. I mean, again, chat, you don't need to show up to this. It's just Red Claw. You know, little arms, little brain, you know.
They've wasted it.
Mockingjay, we're not talking about that yet, sweetheart. But once we get there, we will. I got you.
I gave them a gift, and they've thrown it away.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this looks really good.
We could always do it again. We could punish them.
Oh. I find Red Claw. Fine, Red Claw. I guess I'll show up to your re-debut. You know, I mean, as long as it doesn't, like, inconvenience me in any way, you know. I mean, I might need, I don't know, go to the bathroom and miss it or something. But, I mean, I guess I'll show up, Red Claw. I'll grace you with my presence. That looks good. Very cool, chat. So go give Red Claw some love. Coming up on January 30th. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Roll out the red and black carpet for Lara joining the Red Claw debut. Yeah, we do have like similar, like, oh my god, what if Red Claw, Vapey, and I stood next to each other? That would look good. In other news as well, guys, we got 3 more debuts to talk about. And of course, we're going to check in here with Salpo. And Salpo is doing a pose 2D model debut as well. Let's take a look. I like this new meta of the pose models. Super!
Wow.
Wow.
No.
I'll be honest, I feel like the pose models actually really started with Sinder. Yeah, Sinder was the first one that I can remember that did one before everybody else. So, pretty cool. Yeah, so just to let you guys know, I am going to do a special news coverage on the Bunny IU situation when I get back, because I do want to talk about that. So I will have a special date to talk about it before she debuts, because I want to remind everybody of all of that. So anyway, congrats to Salpo. Coming up, January 18th, chat. Of course, also Luminaria production announced their 2nd generation members, Kasumi, Hibiki, and Koyoi Ria, who are debuting pretty soon. So again, I'll let you know when that goes down as well, chat. Very cool. And then finally, just one more chat is Lele VA's VTuber debut trailer. So let's take a look. They're coming back, Birth. Yeah, they're coming back as a VTuber again. So I don't think a lot of people know about what she did in the past, but we'll discuss it. I got you, Mockingjay. Happy New Year, Juan. Bro, I love that emote, the Giga Chad one. That's great. So there it is, chat, January 11th at 4 p.m. CST. Go check out Lele. This looks like a beautiful, amazing model, chat. So go give them some love. Very cool. Some events that are coming up, chat. Actually, if you missed it, Bao gave us a little bit of a teaser the other day with this one here talking about on the 3rd. There was going to be something coming up. Well, it turns out that Bao actually released a brand new original song. And this one is called, or she said, emo rock fans, where are you? My new original song, Smile, is out now. Yeah, Bam Bao, exactly. It kind of gives me like, almost like a mix between Paramore and Spirit Box. Like they both had like a baby. A very, very Spirit Boxy kind of vibe. Like I really like it a lot. So certainly go check it out, chat. Very, very cool. Another news also, in case you missed it, our good friend Nikto, the guy with the calcium cannons. Yeah, that guy. I actually debuted a brand new outfit as well. Looks incredible. Big congratulations to you, Nikto, on your brand new model. That is absolutely amazing, dude. Again, looks incredible. So, congratulations to you, bro. Looks good, looks good. You also had a killer Google Doc yesterday, too. Also, on top of this chat, Ironmouse looks like she is actually, again, the Requiem iCafe collaboration pop-up looks to be extended for her birthday. So, this is still going down at requiemcafe.com. You can pick these up starting January 7th through the 25th. So, I think it's like stopped and then now it's restarting. So, I think it's pretty cool. But congrats to Ironmouse on that. Also coming up, guys, Dia Fortuna. Dia Fortuna. Let's go with Dia Fortuna. Announced a new concert coming up January 10th at 3 p.m. PST called Flashback Festa. An upcoming nostalgic concert featuring 9 amazing VTuber vocal talents. So you can catch it live, online, or in person. Of course, it'll be live streamed on their Twitch and YouTube. And the concert will also be held at IkiCon. That is super cool. So let's take a look at the trailer. You can literally go see this at IkiCon if you're going, chat. I'm good, Ed. How are you? My brain was not working a minute ago, but I finally kicked it in overdrive, and now I can actually talk properly. Looks like a good lineup. Oh, Angel Stats, let's go. We love her. Very cool, chat. So again, you can check this out in person. Of course, walk over there where it is at IkiCon, or you can watch it online. So, very, very cool. Near talked about IkiCon last night, said it lived up to its name. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. But yeah, you can walk over to this at IkiCon, or just watch it online, wherever you want to. So, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, you said it, not me. In other news, Ava is celebrating her 5th anniversary. She's celebrating January 9th at 1 p.m. EST, and it looks like she has a new outfit and stuff. So, let's take a look at the trailer. Exciting! Oh, I love Angel Steps. He's so sweet. I've known her for way too long. She's awesome. Chat, what should we do when I hit my 5 year if I don't get canceled before then? Yeah, what do we do on my 5 year, chat? In other news, we also have a huge event coming up that you need to write down on your calendar. And that, of course, here is Mocha. Mocha is actually trying to set a world record for the biggest VTuber choir ever, chat. Let's take a listen.
Hi, I'm Mocha, and I have a kind of crazy New Year's resolution.
Look, as somebody who's done a world record event, please go support this, chat. This is incredible.
I want to make the biggest choir in VTuber history. If you're a VTuber that likes to sing and wants to be a part of a very super duper cool project with a bunch of other VTubers, or you know someone like that, please DM me. It doesn't matter if you're a singer. I want this choir to be so massive that everyone's voices melt together. Happy New Year!
Sounds very exciting, chat. So, get the word out there. Of course, get in if you want to. Leave a comment. Very cool. Yeah, support these kinds of things. It's a net positive for everybody, chat. In other news, I forget how to pronounce her name right every single time. I've literally covered her, and you guys corrected me, and I still forgot. Okay, anyway, she is hosting a special event coming up. It says a new order on January 10th at 6 p.m. CET. So, releasing a body pillow for your 5-year. I already have a body pillow. Sorry, UI. Okay, thank you. I always forget, dude. I always forget. So anyway, go support her on her special event coming up January 10th. We don't know anything else. Literally, it just plays this video, and that's it. So we'll see what happens, and I, of course, will follow up with you. You always call her Saryu for short. Okay, Beth. I'll remember that. That's easier for me. And just one other quick thing I want to mention to you before we talk about Made Mint. Bolts is actually doing a partner push. So it looks like he's getting pretty close to actually hitting those numbers. So if you want to go and support Bolts is super duper cool. And finally, chat, before we get into the big story today, I know you guys have been very patient, so thank you for that. We have, of course, the Minto with Love event going down. However, chat, Oshi Spark did give an update that now this event is 21 and up only. I guess it was something where, the venue decided at the last minute, attendees over 21 and over can only attend. I mean, I guess that's fine. That's not really that big of a deal, right? I think that's fine, right? I that might push a few people out, but it is at the Peppermint Club. So I think that it is what it is, right, chat? I don't think it's like a bad thing, right? It's fair enough. Of course, Oshi Spark giving an update saying, hey, we're checking with the venue to confirm if tickets are sold out. We'll provide an update as soon as we can. For any remaining tickets, we will announce a time for them to go on sale or confirm that they were sold out as part of the general sale this morning. Well, a pre-sale is sold out. They are waiting to find out about the general sale, but these tickets are going super duper fast. It's so fast, in fact, Made Mint actually is giving a warning about this as well. They don't trust people online, claiming to be selling tickets to the show. The venue actually made them push their tickets through Ticketmaster. So do not trust people that are trying to scalp or resell them.
Unfortunately, with the venue that we chose, we had to sell the tickets through Ticketmaster.
If you guys know anything about Ticketmaster, they're like, I'm trying to think of a good way to put this. They're like the Ninja Sanji of ticket sellers. Like, they're really horrible. Like, it's just not good, chat. You do not want to use Ticketmaster to purchase your tickets. A lot of hidden fees, a lot of like weird TOS. They suck.
And luckily, I believe all the pre-sale tickets were bought by real people because they were for everybody who registered, only. Yeah, Ticketmaster hate. Oshi Spark said they're currently looking into because the general sales opened up today, and it's hard to say if they were completely scalped or if
thanks, Matt. How are you, Kitty?
On what's it called? Twitter being
Ticketmaster sucks, dude.
For Minto's Jazz Show, don't trust it because it could be a scam, something like that. But Oshi Spark is looking into it.
All the homies hate Ticketmaster, yeah.
I know it's out of my hands, but I never thought that would happen to an event like mine, so I'm really, really sorry.
See, that's the problem, is they have a very strong monopoly. That's the issue, right? So as much as it's like, oh, just don't use them, well, a lot of venues don't have a choice. They have to process it somehow, right? and they have such a monopoly over stuff. It's very problematic, and so that's
I
why.
thought it would only happen to like Taylor Swift. I guess there's probably people out there that are.
Time to block Shylily again. Thanks for letting me know. Bro, I haven't even done my coverage yet. What are you talking about? I haven't even covered anything yet. No, don't jump to conclusions. Wait, let me cover stuff, dude. That makes no sense.
Just waiting to scalp any event on Ticketmaster.
Holy knee-jerk reaction, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Sadly, it is all
Nope.
concerts. Yeah.
I think you have a very romanticized view of how businesses work overall. Unfortunately, yes, they are, but does that mean that they're stopped all the time? Absolutely not. Like, yeah, you would think so and hope so, but sadly, doesn't work out that way, dude. Yeah, it doesn't work out that way. That would be nice, though. That would be nice, but yeah, I feel like you're romanticizing a lot of things right now. It does suck, but they're a problem. It's just not that easy. So, well, there you go, chat. That's what's going on with events and all kinds of things coming up. So, now I have a quick question, chat, and I promise it's relevant. Who here likes to be edged? I mean, tickets aren't a necessity in life, so they can be shut down. So, how are venues supposed to properly sell tickets in? I think you don't understand the greater picture here. So, I'm not here to discuss Ticketmaster in depth today, but I would encourage you. There's tons of great videos on it over on YouTube. Go check it out. Yo, what's up, Lulu? Oh, a lot of you like to be edged. Okay, good, because I'm going to edge you a little bit more on this Shylily story. Like, I just want to talk about one thing before we get into it. Yeah, go watch some videos on it, explain it in better detail than I probably ever could, and also I don't want to spend time doing that. So, well, chat, I can't believe this, but Chilla, yes, the one that we covered in great depth, that literally used my name, that tried to use me as a weapon to take down people. Well, Chilla absolutely just dropped this big Google Doc-y. This is an apology for everything I've done. I'll be reaching out privately to those I'm able to and apologizing over the next few weeks. I cannot believe we're getting the accountability. So, the Google Doc-y deliver. And here it is, chat. Look how big it is. What a massive document, chat. So let's go read what exactly it has to say, chat, and how much responsibility and accountability is Chilla going to take. Here we go.
Here is everything I've ever done, a record, and an apology. I'm sorry I did these things. I never should have, however, I did do these things, and I can never take them back. As Naya Charisse, I attempted suicide multiple times. I did not fake any of these attempts, however, after paranoia led me to believe people thought I was faking them. I sent a video of me attempting suicide. As Bunny Elisu, I attempted suicide much less frequently, a total of 3 more times I believe. One of these times I was hospitalized and nearly died. However, my brain damage that led to slurring my speech only lasted a month. I lied and pretended I had it for longer because I wanted sympathy.
I mean, so far, just accountability.
I also
so far.
got involved in drama multiple times where I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I would say so.
I had a very strong sense of justice, and when I saw people talking behind others' backs, I felt like I should tell them. I learned since then for the most part to keep my nose in my own space. I messed up. I relapsed in my old tendencies and messed up and started drama again with Flork, and at Free. And I am sorry for that.
Actually, it's a lot more
I
than
am
just
sorry
those
for
two.
all these things I've done. I'm sorry to everybody I've hurt. I'm sorry to anybody I made uncomfortable in person. I'm still learning social skills, and I'm trying my best to better myself. I'm not listing the people out of respect to them, but if you want an apology, reach out, or if I see that I am able to reach out to you, I will be apologizing to you in the coming weeks.
I feel like there's a lot of people that were not mentioned here, and I have 2 gripes with this. Number 1, I'm still learning social skills. Well, I mean, you're an adult. That's not really an excuse anymore, right? Like, you are going to be held accountable for your actions, period. That's how it goes, right? I mean, it's helpful to understand, but not an excuse. On top of that, I do want to say here, if you want an apology, reach out, or say me able to reach out to you, I'll be apologizing to you. I feel like in a proper apology, you go through and you list every single person that you've done something wrong to, and you apologize to them, right? Instead of just like, oh, well, you know, I'll reach out to you if I can, or if you want to reach out to me, I'll apologize. It's just like, I don't know. That doesn't really feel like an apology to me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What do you think of this? It just like, yeah, there's some accountability, but it feels a little, I don't know. It doesn't feel 100% to me, you know? I mean, unfortunately, that's why you got to go out there and vote, dude. Vote for your local congressman. Vote for your local stuff going on. The only way you can enact change for things like that. Oh my God, is that Baka? What's up, Baka? How are you? She's probably in her 20s at least. She should know the bare minimum of social skills. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Again, you can say this, right? And we can understand. It helps us understand, but it's not an excuse, right? So yeah, I think going out of each other's effect is best way to be accountable, exactly. Like, or if you're going to make an apology like this, like, just tell everybody, be like, hey, here's everyone that, you know, I've done stuff to, and here is why I'm sorry, and that's it. So, I mean, I will say, I'm going to be honest, chat, I'm actually a big fan of short apologies, because I feel like we get these situations where people post all these pages and pages and pages and pages and pages, and it's just like, just really, look, dude, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm going to do better, and this is what I'm going to do to be better, and here's my plan going forward. I feel like that is 5,000 times more genuine than some of this other stuff that we get sometimes. So, yeah, this is about Cha-Cha. They finally apologized yesterday, so, but anyway, chat, that's all I got for you. There's the apology, so, oh, you're just watching the music video? Yeah, they finally apologized, well, and as much as you think this is an apology, so, so what do you think of this one, chat? What's your thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I like short apologies, I'll be real. I'm a big fan of those. And I know sometimes you do need to give the details, but I think a lot of time, especially in the VTuber space, we're kind of past that point, right? Everybody wants to, you know, give these, like, huge documents when it's just not needed, right? It waters down the message. So, remember, if you go looking for an apology to be perfect, you'll constantly find something you need to pick. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I just hope they get the help they need. I agree with that. Very shared sentiment for me, so. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's not for lack of empathy. That's not why I'm saying it, right? It's just, I think that it is important to point out and also be like, hey, like, it's not an excuse, right? Thanks for telling us and we understand, but again, that you own that. That is on you for misbehaving, right? So, I think with Cha-Cha at this point, actions speak louder than words. He's lied so much, I can't believe your apology is genuine at this point. Sure. I'll be honest, I think her apology is, he's probably trying to come from a good place, but I think fundamentally she doesn't really understand what she's done wrong. Like, honestly, I really don't think that she gets it. Looking at this apology, hey, I'm glad that you acknowledged some stuff, but there was also a lot left out in all the stuff about Apollo, which is really, really big deal. And also the stuff she did towards me. I mean, there's a lot, chat. So I'm just very, I don't know. I just don't think they get it. I don't think they ever will, you know? And that kind of sucks, but it'd be what it be, chat. Yeah, you can't just use, I didn't understand their social cues in court of law, yeah. No, not Cha-Cha Mom. This is Cha-Cha Chilla. I don't know if this is an attempt for her to come back or not, but seeing that she's reaching out to people in the coming weeks, she'll probably try to be active again to rebrand, yeah. I mean, as many times as she's rebranded, I am now leaning towards the fact I think she will do that. I agree with you, VTuber explained, which I was really hoping that wouldn't be the case, but I agree with you. Nah, you're good, Tear Bear. When I originally covered this, everybody asked me that, so you're good. You're good. Well, there it is, chat. We'll see what happens with Cha-Cha. I mean, my faith in change and things getting better is not very high, but one can hope, chat. One can hope. So We'll see what goes down with it. In other news, chat, imagine that you are going pee-pee. That's right, chat. Imagine you're going pee-pee on the toilet, except everybody can see it and you go viral for it. Well, that is exactly, chat, what happened to a recent VTuber. Thanks for telling me. Named Mimia. That is right. Mimia was wearing a full 3D tracking. Of course, left the room, thought that wasn't going to work, and left that room to go pee. My dumbass thought my full body 3D tracking would work if I left the room to go pee. I was wrong, and as you can see, chat, 3.5 million views, going absolutely viral. Let's take a look here at the clip. Nah, bro, this is crazy. This is actually funny though. No, there's no audio. Relatable. Relatable. Dude, I'll be honest, when I'm in 3D, I'm just like, you just gotta hold it. You're like, I don't have a choice. I can't like unplug, right? Like, you just gotta deal with it. The real piss tuber, Yomi. Your throne has been taken. Tamara, think of it a bit, kitty. The actual piss tuber. Bro, that is so funny, actually. That is so funny. Well, of course, this went absolutely viral, chat. Of course, a lot of people are like, holy shit, what is your,
she did Tay Simpsons thing.
You know, what is your motion
OMG,
capture?
she
That's
totally
crazy.
did that Simpsons thing like Homer with the animation suit.
Exactly. I've actually never heard of Vupechat, but it does have this multi-point tracking. Apparently, it's really, really inexpensive. You know, it's right here, right? So, very, very cool. It's only $209. I mean, 15-point body tracking, pretty crazy. Well, it does say you can buy it now. I will say, you know, when this went viral, chat, it's actually crazy. This caused the item to be sold out temporarily. So many people were like, holy shit, and then they went and bought it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it literally went viral and sold out. But no, I don't want to talk to you. So pretty crazy, chat. I would be willing to test this. For 15-point tracking, that is actually nuts as fuck, dude. Yeah, in terms of price, I mean, her tracking seemed really good too. You know, so I'll definitely save it, chat. Maybe I'll purchase it and check it out. Yeah, give it a little test. We can give it a little PP test. Very crazy, chat. So there you go. I thought this story was very interesting. But on top of that, I thought it was really funny because even Octavio from Holostars says, doesn't matter. They still asked if you washed your hands. What's clearly in the clip, they did not wash your hands. That's my favorite part of this whole thing. It's like, yeah, you didn't wash your hands. I mean, the tracking is good, dude. Like, it's actually pretty solid. Oh my god. That's crazy. So, I love when things like this go viral because they're just fun. It's not like a bad thing, it's just fun. You know what I mean? So, oh my god, I gotta put a marker here because I think I'm gonna make this into a short later, but I love stuff like this. This is the news I like reporting on. This makes me like happy, you know what I mean? It's just fun. It's just fun. Alright, chat, let me do a little stretch here because now we're gonna get into the not fun part. He's a new pee-pee poo-poo tuber. Yeah, wasn't there somebody in Hololive that happened to? Alright guys, I hope you're ready to buckle your seatbelts because we're gonna have to be talking about a crazy, crazy situation going on with Shylily, and of course, in reference to Sinder. So I want to remind all you guys, really quickly before we start, do not harass anybody, do not bother anybody over this. We're gonna have a civil discussion. in good faith chat. Before we dive into today's story, this is a public PSA. Do not harass anyone. Do not be mean. We are here to discuss today's story in a very positive and informational way. That's right, past self. We are here to discuss all this in a very positive and good faith conversation, right? So I don't want to see any of you guys over on Twitter attacking people, going after people. That is not cool. I don't like that. Can I harass myself? Sure, I guess so. I mean, I can't stop you from doing that. But I don't want any of that type of behavior, right? That's not something that I support. I don't want you guys going after other people. If you disagree with somebody, engage in good faith. And if they don't, then obviously you can just move the fuck on. Old news. What's old news? Don't attack anyone. Well, the Sinder stuff is old news. However, the recent stuff with Shylily is not old news at all. So, Sinder chat, we are going to discuss this. We're going to be good about it. We're going to be cool about it. But I do want to let you know recently, for Shylily's New Year's stream, leading up to New Year's, she decided to reveal some information about Sinder chat. And this is some information that we haven't heard yet. This is brand new information. And of course, chat, we're going to discuss everything this means for the information she came out with. But also look at some of the responses and how other people treated the whole situation. So, as you guys know, I don't think this is a surprise at all. Ever since Sinder dropped her document, Sinder has returned to streaming and been doing her own thing. Obviously, there has been a section of people who were big naysayers towards the whole debacle, right? They're like, oh, well, Sinder is completely exonerated. He's completely innocent. You know, Shylily is the worst person in the entire world. You know, she orchestrated all this, etc., etc. So I do want to remind you of a few points, right, chat, that were made in the document through our coverage as well. Number one, throughout the document, right, Sinder painted Shylily as the orchestrator of the entire thing, right? It was planned to take her down and target her, right? Well, there was actually no proof in the entire document ever given towards that. It was all naysay, or no, I'm sorry, not all naysay. It was all hearsay. Again, no actual proof was provided for that. You know, we had instances where, Sinder went on to be obsessed about the raids, viewed them as transactional, stated that she had issues, that Shylily had issues with her in multiple things, but then later in the documents, that would be disproven. I'll give you an example. So you guys probably remember, Sinder said that Lily was upset about the V-card situation, talking about some stuff early. When we actually saw the DMs, Lily was not upset at all. So, Sinder admitted to lying about spite, lying to Nano about stuff. There's just a lot of things where there wasn't a lot of good faith made by Sinder as well, right? So, my point in telling you all this and reminding you of all this is, I think it's important to look at both sides, right? So, when we went through the Sinder document, we ultimately decided that we didn't really feel like Sinder was exonerated, but also Nanoliths own a lot of guilt for misrepresenting and lying about stuff, right? But nonetheless, it didn't exonerate, Sinder from a lot of stuff. I'm giving you that information now because when we go and look at stuff, right, and Shylily says, I'm being harassed by people. I have people going after me, right? These people going after her that are naysayers in bad faith, right, are not willing to look at the actual facts or break down the other parts of the situation that are relevant, right? It's okay to be nuanced, Chad. It's okay to say, yes, this is wrong, but this is also wrong. Or they're right, but this is also wrong. Or they're a good person with a bad take or a bad person with a good take. It's okay to be nuanced. That is quite okay to do. So I want to make sure when we are talking about this, we are doing that as well. Because the examples I'm going to show you of people that are going after Shylily are doing it in bad faith. And on top of that, Shylily's points are proven true here by the people that are harassing her. So anyway, here we go, chat. I don't want to share this clip with you. But Shylily goes on to talk about the Sinder situation here for the New Year's countdown. So here we go, guys. Buckle up.
It is probably not smart to bring this up, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be selfish here, and
I do want to see here, like, she says it's not smart to bring it up. To be real though, it's a lose-lose for her, right? If she doesn't talk about it, people are like, oh, she's hiding information. She thinks she lost. She does talk about it. Well, she's not letting things go. So, you know what I mean? There's no win for her, right? If she talks about it at all. So,
and shove a big middle finger to the
yeah, exactly,
glitter,
Captain.
Drama frog culture. Because I think it's gonna be healthy for me to bring it up just for my own sake. Because
I'm very much under the same thought process, Metahuman. If you want to get it off your chest, that's fine, right? I mean, I think that she calculates and understands that people are gonna engage with her in bad faith if she brings it up. But if it's better for her own mental health just to get it off her chest and be done with it, look, do it, you know? Like, who's to stop you?
I've got to heal. I have the right to heal too, you know? The right for closure and stuff. And I just want to say thank you to chat for placing their faith and trust in me and their...
I do want to acknowledge as well where she says, like, I need my time to heal, right? Well, one thing we always talk about is Shylily making her statement and then Sinder making her statement, but we never really talked about how people, the bigger streamers, right, have dealt with that behind the scenes, right? That, like, the response, it's aggressive, chat. Like, look at some of these sentences, right? You know, like things like this, or you know, stuff like this, right? I mean, this is pretty accusatory, heavy stuff, right? So imagine that you were the person that this is targeting towards. You're reading that, right? Like, you know, it's gotta suck, right? It's gotta hurt a little bit, regardless of whether it's true or not, right? I mean, obviously it's not true, but you get what I mean, right? So that's why Lily's like, fuck, dude, like, I'm not just dealing with everything that happened. I'm also dealing with, you know, dealing with a 1,000-page Google doc here as well and everything that was accused in it.
There. Loyalty is a weird word, but I don't really know a better word right now because ESL, but also my brain is a bit scrambled right now. But thank you so much for the trust you have placed in me in believing in the goodness of mine that has been attempted to be tainted this year due to a certain incident. And I will never hold grudges against the people who gave into their doubts about all of the things that have been rumored about me and spread about me, which started by, you know, her.
I do want to, yes, you did, Ponty. This is in the document. I do want to point out the fact as well that it's okay if you're a person right here in chat. I want you to know it is okay if you watch Sinder, because it is up to everybody as an individual to decide whether you want to forgive her or not. I cannot decide that for you. I will say it again. I cannot decide that for you. Only you can decide if you forgive Sinder. Right now, do I agree with Sinder and the things that she's done? Absolutely not. I do not want to engage with her, and that's my choice, right? But I don't judge you for your own individual choice, right? Do I think that Sinder is in the wrong? Yes, but that's my feelings, right? I'm not judging you if you want to forgive Sinder. But one thing to acknowledge here as well is Shylily is like, hey, like, you know, it's okay if you gave into doubting certain stuff. It's okay if you're supporting, just as long as you're not harassing, right? And even I want, you know, Sinder herself said, do not harass anybody else. So both sides are very much against the harassment part of it, guys. So don't be that person. Do not be that person.
Throwing all kinds of dumb fuckery accusations out about me because someone needed a bad guy. I have found closure this year because, well, I've actually talked to her and disproven everything months ago.
So this is a big revelation, chat. Shylily says, I actually talked to her months ago. That is a huge revelation, chat. They actually did have a conversation. seems like they maybe tried to resolve things. So, that's a big deal, chat. That's a very, very big deal.
Nothing happened because we didn't see eye to eye. She didn't want to take back any of her accusations, so you know. But...
And I'm not really surprised by that. I'll be honest, like, they had a talk, they didn't see eye to eye, and they went their own ways, right? Judging it how the initial message that Shylily had towards Sinder, I mean, it was, dude, it was aggressive, right? It was the absolute roast. So I doubt that Sinder would want to forgive that type of post, right? So on top of that too, like reading the document as well, I think Sinder is very much grounded in her belief of what happened. And I just think sadly at this point, there is no reconciliation. And even by what Shylily said, yeah, you know, we didn't see eye to eye and that's it. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe if they talk, right? Like, well, not anymore, chat. We're way past that.
It does hurt that for the majority of this year I've been fucking hounded by people who don't know the first thing about what happened. Oh, my heart is so heavy.
Harassed by people that do not know, you know, what happened or what they're talking about. Well, is that true, chat? Yeah, it's very true. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of Twitter posts in regards to this, right? You know, I pulled a few for you just as an example, but I heard Shylily made a fake cry video saying it's not true. I need that video so I can laugh at her on stream. Dude, let's say hypothetically that you want to prove that Sinder is right. How does engaging this type of behavior actually prove her right or anything like that, right? Like, what is the point of this? This accomplishes nothing, right? This doesn't help anybody. It's clearly malicious, right? Of course, I take it all back. I hate her. I gave her one fucking chance, and she fucked it up. Well done, great fucking job. You just lost all my trust. Why? Because she's talking about what's going on? I don't know what you're talking about here, dude. I'm gonna be real. I don't get it, right? Like, because she wants to talk about something that affected her, she understands the repercussions, but like, why does she lose all trust? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. You know, on top of this, there's one more example for you. You know, no, Shylily, you don't get to heal. Not until you admit that it was a career assassination attempt created by you, or provide the conversation publicly that you have with Sinder proving everything false. You yourself said everything you do is performing and calculated. Again, I want to remind you all, chat, that nothing in Sinder's document provided any proof that Lily actually orchestrated some kind of cancellation, right? And even if, you know, hypothetical, and I do lean towards this, by the way, that Shylily did get together with a bunch of people and talk it out and stuff like that. That's not a career assassination attempt. That's people talking about something that they all had issues with and coming up with a shared statement. Just because you do that does not mean that it is in bad faith, right? If it's in bad faith, that's different. But this isn't a career assassination. This is calling out somebody for the bad behaviors that they did. And that's very different. She didn't say or do anything wrong this time. She said it's over now, that we should all, you know, move on. Yeah. So again, this is all based on hearsay. This is all based on information that isn't proven. You know, going on to provide the conversation publicly that you have with Sinder. Neither side is going to do that. Neither side probably wants to do that. You're clearly engaging in this in bad faith, right? You're just upset that Shylily decided to talk about it, right? If anything, I want to remind you all that people like this will never acknowledge or fail to acknowledge the fact of the things I told you earlier. Sinder painting Shylily as the orchestrator. There's no proof. It's all hearsay. You know, things like the raid obsessions, viewing them as transactional, stating things that, you know, hey, Shylily felt this way, but then the DMs disprove that. This is never acknowledged by people that constantly are against Shylily. if you're gonna engage in this conversation, do it fairly. Acknowledge both sides. But when you're aggressive like this, right? And you sit there and say, oh, you know, it's career assassination. Well, show me the proof. I would love in a million years to sit down in a call with you and hash this out. I would love that. Because I think that a lot of times we live in an echo chamber, right? I think the second that I'll be honest, I don't think you've been challenged in your way of thinking. I don't think you've been challenged in your assumptions. And that's where we have to do better as not only streamers and content creators, right? But we have to do better as viewers, as people that absorb news, you know? Like, you guys are all here right now. All of you are talking about this, right? Ask questions, engage in good faith. Figure out what the fuck is going on. Look at what's going on. Don't just sit there and look at this and go, oh, well, Shylily, you don't get to heal. Why not? Shylily's been through just as much shit from looking at the response that she had. Why is she not allowed to heal from statements like this? You're engaging in bad faith. Career assassination, bro. They all got together and they decided to talk about what was going on. That's a career assassination. They're sitting there discussing and holding somebody accountable for the things that they did. Like, again, this is such forced hate towards Shylily. Somebody wanted a bad guy and they just all targeted Shylily because they could, right? But the second that there's a challenge to their way of thinking, it crumbles, right? It crumbles. Again, if you want to acknowledge all the things that I just said, let's see it, right? But why are you going after Shylily and not acknowledging all the things that Sinder did that was really bad as well? Where is that? Where is the nuanced takes that we need in a situation like this? Do not be that person, Chad. Do not slam your fucking hands on the desk and say, you know what? It's either black or white. No, guys, it's nuanced. There is so much to discuss and so much to break down in this situation. But sitting here and harassing Shylily over it, that ain't it, dude. Out of all the things in the world, adding her and saying you don't get to heal, this is very poor behavior. This is harassing her just because you disagree with what's happened in this situation and your perception is different. I would honestly challenge your reading comprehension and understanding in general. If you went through this document and said, oh yeah, it's all on Shylily, I would question your reading comprehension at that point. Now, on the other side of that coin, if you read everything right and you're like, you know what? I want to forgive Sinder. That's my own personal choice. Then that is fine, right? If you feel like her stuff wasn't that egregious, that is up to you. But when you do this, when you go and harass and at people and say you don't get to heal, you have stepped over the line. That is too much. This is too much. I don't know what this is about, but I feel like that's a little too much. You know, like, we don't have to do that. You do not have to take that step and cross that line. Let's continue with the clip.
The things that happen, the things people say to me, and
yeah, it's like Ironmouse all over again.
The things people make up for no fucking reason just because someone they want to believe just has to make shit up. It will never disappear. I've just proven everything to her. Every single thing. I've gotten closure privately.
Hypothetically, chat, on a hypothetical, really quick here. Let's say that she didn't disprove everything, right? Hypothetically, let's just say that he didn't actually disprove everything, right? Hypothetically, chat. Okay, cool. Why does it matter? What does it change? You know what I mean? What does it literally change about anything at all? Really, it doesn't. People demanding for proof of her doing that It's unneeded, dude. It's not gonna actually do anything or change anything at all. Now, if she did, cool. I mean, that's great, but why does it matter? What does it change about anything, you know? If they, whether they resolved it privately or not.
And, you know, despite the...
Yeah, that's my thing to me. I really hate the extremes on both sides. Like, it's somewhere in the middle, right? Like, everybody's gonna decide differently, and that's okay, but why do you want to harass somebody? Like, you clearly just have it out for them, you know? And again, you're not engaging in the actual conversation. You're just out there trying to blame somebody. You're out there for clout. You're trying to echo chamber with your 5 other people that want to go after her, and that's wrong. That's wrong, dude. Official, thank you for the raid, Kid. I'm so sorry I missed you. How are you? I went for my personal belief of forget but not forget. Absolutely. And I think that's great, BF. Again, if that's how you feel, dude, that is great. You know, I might feel differently, but I love that we can sit here in our stream and have a conversation and still be okay with each other and agree to disagree, right? We need more of that.
Of shrimpies, the end of the year is near. Only discovered you this year, but it
yeah, and it's really people involved are the ones that resolve it amongst themselves.
Sense of humor to share the evenings with. It has helped me out of the mental rut I have suffered with for a long while now. I look forward on going into 2026.
Yeah, like, you know, if you really want to get into it, why are people still commissioning Nano? You know what I mean? Like, Nano literally was like super called out in that document, and there's some good proof for it, but no anything, right? We got a statement from Nano, and that was it. I mean, I'm not saying that Nano deserves to lose their business or anything like that, not at all, but there's just no accountability on Nano's end as well. So if you're gonna, why are you parading about how horrible Sinder is? Well, why are you not saying anything about Nanoless? You know, it's very like one-sided. And there's no nuance in it, and it drives me nuts in this situation.
God bless your toilet. It is the real MVP. Much love, Lily and chat. Less
For
than
putting a smile on my face,
two shy shrimps.
despite me fucking shaking in fear over these fucking Twitter schizos, dude. Like,
but it's so funny because I'm gonna tell you a story, chat, if it's okay. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but very relevant. So when I first started, oh my god, chat, I loved Twitter. I thought Twitter was the best place, and it used to not be as bad. But I did have these moments of people attacking me on Twitter. And the second that I stepped away, this past year mostly, and started really connecting more with my community and pushing Twitter away a little bit more, I realized so much that the way that people think on Twitter is literally completely opposite from the fucking, like, average human being. People just go in there to talk shit, and that's it. So, Chronic, Shylily decided to talk about this situation before or on New Year's Eve. Basically, right now we're around the clip. She said that her and Sinder tried to talk again privately, but they didn't see eye to eye.
Like the things that happen on the things these people spread and say and make up about me.
Yep.
Out of the darkness of their heart for no fucking reason, just because they too wanted a bad guy so bad.
Relatable as fuck, dude. Like, you know, that calls back into question certain people making up certain lies about me, misrepresenting things that I've said multiple times, by the way. Like, so relatable, dude.
Because they can't point fingers at mistakes being made. You know, like, this year's been hard. I've been lied to as well.
I'm gonna back that up, Chad. I want you to listen to this statement. Are you ready? Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. This is important.
Hard for no fucking reason, just because they too wanted a bad guy so bad. Because they can't point fingers at mistakes being made. You know, like, this year's been hard. I've been lied to as well.
It has been hard. I've been lied to as well. My assumption is that is acknowledgement of Nanoless. That's my assumption. Now again, that's a little tinfoil hat. You can put that up on the shelf because there's no proof. But that's my thoughts. That's what I think it's about. Personally.
Life is hard. All I did was be there for my friends, and I would do it all over again. I was simply feeling hurt for my friends. And I learned many things this year too, of course, right? Like, I probably shouldn't have been so emotionally publicly in a situation that barely concerns me, but you know, I care for the people I care for, and
yeah, people just want a villain, and again, it's all about building an echo chamber and farming clout, right? Like, it's easy to naysay something because there's always somebody else that's gonna agree with you about naysaying, right? And then you build your echo chamber, and then on top of that, once you naysay as well, you start to build a little bit of clout. Because there's always somebody else that wants to be just as hateful, and that really sucks to acknowledge, but it's true.
Too publicly. At the time, I thought that's just how I have to heal. Same with this situation, maybe. But I just want to leave things behind. And this, like, non-stop harassment starting
Take a
from
break
her
as long as you need to.
being spread by people who have no... They don't know the first thing about anything.
It's always the most hateful people that are the loudest, you know? I still like this narrative that Cinder's made below them all. No, I mean, there's definitely worse people out there, don't get me wrong. Like, Cinder failed on moral grounds, right? That's where she blew it. But there are other people out there that dox people. I mean, look at fucking Falter, dude. Falter is, like, infinitely worse than fucking Cinder, right? And they're on different planes of existence.
Just random fucking who's spreading shit about me, taking it further and further. I want to leave it behind. That's why I want to bring it up. That's why I wanted to thank you guys for all of the trust and belief you have and faith you have placed in me, because
I have a hard time being sympathetic because she jumped on Nano's bandwagon. Everybody needs a bad guy. My sister in Christ, she wanted to see Cinder's a bad person. To be fair, Snupper, let's say whether we put the Nanolist stuff aside, right? Cinder still did fuck up quite a lot, you know, so even if you, like, put that, completely ignore that, and put that in a separate, like, I don't know, bottle or something, right? And you just look at all the other stuff, he's still messed up.
It mustn't have been easy seeing all the things that are being spread about me, and
yeah, Falter X, you do not want to hear about them.
No hate against anyone who feels like they doubt me because they see shit and I've never to you guys disproven anything, but I think it's time that we end this year with some closure for you guys too, because
I think that's a good point as well. Like, everybody wants closure out of this. You gotta think from the point of the fans as well. They've been supporting Lily, or on the other side, the Pyro Pups are supporting Cinder, and there is no closure for them, right? It's something that's tough for them to hold on to. So I can totally see where they're coming from, you know what I mean? I can definitely see that. People keep referring to Nailist if it discredits everything exactly. Like, if you look at that document, and everything that happened, she still owns a lot of blame. A lot of blame, but yeah, everybody uses the Natalist stuff, and to their point, yes, the Natalist stuff was proven to be, you know, what we originally thought opposite, right, of that, so it was proven to be not true, and we acknowledge that, right, but also you gotta look at everything else.
I've gotten closure, and I have...
Hey Lily, I want you to know that I was a part of that person's community before all that happened, but after what occurred I left them and I am here and with the other girlies communities and...
Fucking Jay, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, bro. Like, can we agree, every single person in this stream, can we agree that Cinder owns the majority of fault? Yes or no? Just type yes or no. I think everybody here would probably agree to that, right? Now again, if you want to forgive her for that, that's a different question. And that's fine if you do. Nothing wrong with that, chat. That is totally okay. Totally okay. But we need to sit here and we can't pretend anymore that Cinder doesn't own the blame, the majority of blame, right? If you do that, I think that you're disillusioning yourself, and it's a disservice to her. You know what I mean? If she is your Oshi, right? Sorry, I'm choking on my spit. If she's your Oshi, hold her accountable for her actions. That's what you should do.
And trust you in them. I was hurt by people behind my
I would
back
expect
as
you
well
guys to hold
once
me
before,
accountable.
and I am so much happier with the shrimpies and everyone. Thanks for being so cool.
Thank you. It's just... I think I deserve to heal and, you know, give closure to... Like I said, I have gotten closure. I've gotten to defend myself.
Yeah, I'm like
to
choking
prove
on my spit,
everything
dude. Like,
with proof that they have accepted. And I have, despite, you know, my anger, given closure.
judges.
They know exactly how things went down, who did what and whatnot. But I feel like you guys
What's up,
haven't
Kitty? How
gotten
are you?
closure, because, you know, I've never made that stuff public from months ago. So, this is just from me and my community who has placed their faith in me. All this time, despite, you know, I've tried to simply just move on. Hope it goes away if I just have it move on, because, like, who the fuck would go with a whole bunch of made up shit? Turns out a lot of people do.
I agree, Ashen, but also remember too, Chap, there's a lot at stake. Like, so people are like, oh, it's high school drama. Well, it's kind of not, Chad. I mean, these are people's livelihoods and their jobs. Being our content creators a job, so it's not just high school drama. There's a lot at stake. Reputation is important, and we can't pretend that like it's not, right? So, there comes a time on a point where there's so many people in a given space, you can't expect all of them to work well with each other, even if they're all good people otherwise. Well, Yamada, it's not even about working together. It's more about holding people accountable for their, you know, misactions, right? Kelly played her game and made this why I have a problem with, but Chilliton policing other VTubers here that makes you look like a good person. But see, that's what I'm saying, Birth, is like, yeah, Shylily, obviously, like, you know, they got together and released this document. She said what she had to say, right? But I feel like her coming out and everybody coming out with it publicly, I'm going to be honest, not having enough time to sit on it even more. I feel like that was the right thing to do based on what was going on, right? Not every situation needs to be out there in public, but this was something that was affecting people's livelihoods and their job, literally. I think it was big enough. It was a big enough situation where it had to become public. And it sucks. It sucks, you know? It really does.
Thank you for your faith and trust in me. I'm very privileged, as always, for that. Did she accept it or not? She accepted it, yes, but we couldn't see eye to eye on the conclusion. Because
So, Shylily asserts here that, Sinder accepted what her proof, quote unquote, but, you know, the rest of it was like they just didn't see eye to eye.
Obviously, I want the harassment to go away. So,
yeah.
Obviously, my wish was to, you know, undo all of the slander spread against me, because that's how it started. That's what people went with, and then just random who the fuck are you people piled onto it, made more shit up against me.
Yep.
But
and your reputation being hurt that way, you know, it affects you, right, Chad? I mean, yeah, you know, probably these people that were engaging in it are probably not good people anyway, so it's probably not affecting your community, right, because they're never engaging in it. But at the same time, you know, spreading slander and stuff like that might influence somebody, you know what I mean? Thanks, I now watch some of VTubers, so, thanks to you, putting Shylily. What do you mean, Kitty? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But when people say stuff like this, right, it affects people's perceptions. But also at the same time, why are we talking about this, chat? Because it's a reminder to all of you to not just straight up listen to what everybody has to say, right? Question what you're told. If you are bamboozled about what somebody says and you believe it blindly, you are just as much at fault. You are a human being that can use your brain. Hey, what's up, Scope?
Sorry to bother you, Elara. Okay. As both fans of Shylily and Sinder, they have great careers. But at the same time, If this drama keeps going, it keeps getting worse. As a fan
Yep.
of both of them, I don't want that. We want them to
I
have
agree.
a good careers ahead.
I think that I think that again, it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. She can talk about it all she wants. That's her prerogative, and people are gonna run with it in a bad way, right? It just is what it is. So, I think for her, she weighed the options and she said, you know what, I want to talk about this one more time, and I want to get closure, and that's it. You know,
Like I said, apparently we couldn't see eye to eye in how that's supposed to be done. So, yeah.
Yep. Exactly, Simper, exactly. I'm actually gonna stop the clip here because I think that's it. I think there's like 30 more seconds. But yeah, if you were sitting there believing stuff blindly, you're just as much at fault. Like, we all are individuals and we all make our choices, you know? So ask questions, be a skeptic, you know, take everything with a grain of salt.
So I have gotten my closure, and it was actually really healing. It was
That's good.
really healing for both parties, I think, because again, despite my anger and, you know, my emotional state and how sad and angered and hurt I was, how damaged my reputation has been. In the end of the day, I've been made a bad guy for fuck all reason.
That document was horrible. That shit.
But it isn't gonna go away.
It should have been cut down to like 2 pages, to be honest. Like, it did not need to be that long.
I think it's my right, and I deserve to also be able to speak up about
absolutely
that stuff for my community. You know, so you guys can also get closure. I've gotten my closure. It's been genuinely very healing, but the harassment is just so ongoing. Like the shit that, like TwitchCon,
So she says something here about TwitchCon. They need to stop talking about each other. It's tough birth, right? There's something to acknowledge her birth. If this is her way of healing and getting closure, then I feel like she should be able to talk about it, right? Does it need to go away? Well, that's always the hope, right? But this is also, I think, a pretty important update. So now she does mention something here about TwitchCon. I don't think this has been reported on, chatter. Am I forgetting what happened at TwitchCon with harassment towards her?
anyways, yeah. You guys don't even know, dude. You guys don't even fucking know.
Yeah, like what happened at TwitchCon and harassment? I don't think I've heard about this, chat.
But I just wanted to say thank you. And I so very much want to leave
Right. Yeah, like there was like a mention, but what was it?
Shit in the past. I want to leave it in 2025. I don't want to think about this anymore or have to deal with this next year ever again. I want to leave it behind so bad, and again, I don't think it's a good thing to bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. Do we even want to know at this point? Like,
but I think it's an important thing to do for my healing process. I think I needed to speak vaguely my piece, so I can move on knowing I have given closure.
yeah, that's a good
you
point.
know,
It did come out
myself
the week
vaguely
before. That's
without detail.
very true. I
Trust me,
forgot
the
about
details are
that.
all there in a chat and a multi-hour call, but you know,
Multi-hour call, chat.
on how to make it go away. So there's that.
I think the biggest thing to me is both sides have already agreed that nobody should be harassing each other, and I wish people would respect that. You know?
Yeah. I just think it's healthy I get closure. Very much so.
Everybody needs closure. I get it. So that is where I'm going to stop the clip. That's actually pretty much it. So, what do you think, chat? What's your thoughts on this one? I mean, I think I've very clearly stated how I feel about everything, but you know, let's discuss. What else did you guys want to share about it? I think it's the last we're going to hear about it. Unless somebody responds to the docu, I think we are not going to hear about it. I will literally have a healthy year ahead. I mean, like, again, I don't wish any ill will towards Cinder. Like, my thing has always been, I just hope that she gets some help because I think that she needs to address her insecurity issues. But, yeah, I can't make her do that, right? So, I think she just needs to go do her thing for a little bit and get some help behind the scenes and, good for her. But, I do not like her as a person personally, and that's not somebody that I will engage with. And that's it. That's my prerogative. If you feel different, that's cool too. Yeah, I think just like the Imru stuff kind of overshadowed it because I haven't heard too much about that. Like, I heard a little mention, but she has a much better year. She got off her chest. She's planning to put it behind her. Yeah, exactly. Now, I will say, if she brings it up again, there better be a good fucking reason. Either one of them, right? There better be a really good reason. But everybody can be a better person the coming year. I wish her less drama for them and pain. Yeah. Absolutely, Journey. Absolutely. Yeah, Chibi had a call with Twitch, is what she said. Yeah, exactly. The best thing you can do now is just move forward. You know what I mean? So, I knew we would get an update, but this is not, like, really what I expected, so... I find the most lame in the whole drama was Red. Bro, it's straight up, can we disagree? Red is the worst. Like, Red is actually the worst fucking person at all this. What a horrible fucking human being, dude. Red is actually the bane of everybody's existence. So you gotta put it behind her now. Ultimately look funny to viewers, yeah. Wow, I mean, literally the worst. Literally the worst. Yeah, I mean, I get it for her. Like, she just want to move on and, this is her way of venting and getting it out so she can, but I think that everybody's going to stand by their word, right? So Cinder says, I'm not going to talk about it, and Shylily says, I'm not going to talk about it. They both got to live up to that word, right? Now, if they start talking about stuff that is not, like, some huge breaking story, then I'm going to look at it a little differently, but I think this is fine. I think overall, her getting this final thing out there is fine. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, why'd she talk about it? Well, there's clearly a reason, right? It's her closure, and it's also to give a closure to her community as well, clearing up the fact that she did try to reach out, right? Which I think is important. So they did try to talk to each other and resolve stuff. That is a very important bullet point, right? To walk away with, so... XD, I swear to God, why do you keep spamming the same message, dude? I've already answered that like 20 times. Stop spamming. Why go back to someone like Reddit to just find your back? Dude, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest, Blizzard. I don't know the extent of their relationship, and that's not for me to judge, I mean, if it was me, I'd be doing things differently, but that's not me, so... What did Red do during this whole time that happened between Cinder and Shylily? Nitro, do you remember all the stuff that he said about Bao? The way that he influenced Cinder to make certain decisions? He definitely is the most cutthroat, business-minded person I think I've read up on in a while, Yep, exactly. I just hope everybody can move on and heal and better themselves. That's kind of it for me. That's what I'm really, really hoping for, so... People who said that 1,000 page, Google Doc here, we're getting the same people who say One Piece kids kid 300 episodes in. I don't know about all that, but I will say that there were points in the document that were good, that were helpful, right? But there were also a lot of points that were not good, so. But there you go, chat. That is our update on Shylily. So, however, though, I do want to give you another big story here. Don't walk away yet, chat, because we got to talk about something very crazy going on with the VTuber agency Mythos. The problem is talks about it moving on to peaceful resolution. To me, at least rings hollow when there was a 1,000-page Google Doc and they attacked people. Sure, I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, she's like, yeah, don't harass, but then also that's some pretty, like, out-of-pocket stuff, like, oh, let me scroll down, like, things like this, or, things like this. It's just like, but to be fair, you did say it, and I think people should respect it. So anyway, chat, let's go take a look here at what's going on with Mythos. That is right, guys. Mythos has actually had a bit of a shakeup. So if you guys remember past coverage, just to bring you up to speed, Mythos has been having a lot of issues, right? We've seen a few members locked out of their accounts. We've seen people complaining. We've seen Hades saying, oh my god, you acknowledged Poseidon's your anniversary, but not mine. It's kind of seemed messy, chat. It's kind of seemed messy. So what's going on? Yeah, what? Oh, there's new stuff? Okay, let me look. Is this what I think it is? Hey, did somebody see it? Okay, yeah, these are new. I will take these, actually. Yeah, I will take these, actually. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that, Nid. I'll grab these up. We can add these in pretty easily. So anyway, chat. No, we haven't talked about Hololive yet. So anyway, chat, things are going on. You know, we're all kind of, side-eyeing, kind of squinting our eyes, like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm at this Well, chat, I want to talk about a recent shakeup here, which I think is for the good. I think it's a good thing, but we do need to acknowledge a few things before that. So number one, Hades tweeting out, if anyone is trying to get a hold of me on my Discord account, it's been restricted and I cannot send messages. Apollo going on to, retweet this saying, what do you mean, Hades? And Hades says, the password was changed too many times. Someone's trying to lock me out of it. Kind of crazy, right? Of course, Hades goes on to drop some proof here, saying Discord is limited access. Why does Twitter keep the previous versions before being edited available to view? What's the point of the edit button? Well, of course, she shows a proof. Discord is limited access to some features until January 4th. So some people were taking this. They're like, why is Apollo posting that? Is she like doubting Hades? What exactly is going on with this? Well, Apollo posted back on January 2nd, around the same time that Hades had posted this. Oh, so we're lying now. So a lot of people are like, is she talking about Hades? Well, that wasn't actually the case, chat. Apollo goes on to say, this isn't related to anything personal, the same with my gymmates. It was just unfortunate timing. So really wanted to clear that up. I saw a lot of people talking about that. I'm like, hey guys, it's okay. It's just unfortunate timing. It's not a bad thing. Apollo is not, against Hades or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, see, I see some people go, oh, because I saw everybody on Twitter like, I'm just like, guys, it's okay, guys. It's okay. So this is what was going on. But she did get locked out of her account. And however, chat, Mythos dropped a huge update. Now, guys, I do want to acknowledge something, okay? And this is a rumor, okay? I want to state that this is a rumor, okay, chat? After we read this, but I think that it's important to acknowledge. So, Mythos releasing a statement. Let's read it. Here we go. I see it, Fong. Have a good one, Kitty. Dear Mythos community, first and foremost, we would love to thank you for your continued support towards each of the Mythos talents. Your support and encouragement has been a great deal to all of us. We recognize that many within the community have noticed that Mythos has not been performing to the standard that we set for ourselves. We want to be transparent in acknowledging this. And I think that it was very easy to see, right? Anybody that has been paying attention to Mythos can see that. I will tell you, my conversations with Mythos members, prior Mythos members, has revealed to me that there is issues within Mythos. But let me restate that. So, after talking to ex-Mythos members, it has been revealed to me that there were issues, right? The specifics were not given to me or my request because I don't want to hold that information. But let's just say that there were things that were not going well. As a company, we're taking time to reflect, reassess, and make meaningful changes to ensure we do right by both our talents and our community. As part of this process, the company has been working through several internal matters regarding staff talents and the future direction of Mythos. With that in mind, we are proud to announce that Trade Legacy has officially acquired the Mythos brand and its intellectual property will be stepping up into the role of owner and CEO. Now, chat, that's great. I want to let you guys know, Trey Legacy taking over, that's actually a good thing. In my experience with Trey has been nothing short of incredible. I think they are a absolutely amazing person. I love the way that they handle themselves. I love the way that they work with their talents. I think that they're very, very solid. So this is a win, right? Hi, Could Be. How are you? Can we get a shout out? Could Be's about to be like, I'm on TV. Yeah, this is, like I said in Discord, this is best case scenario. This transition is ownership represents a deliberate step towards improving internal operations, strengthening branding, and enhancing overall quality of life and support for our talents. Exactly, V. With these changes, we strive towards a commitment to growth, accountability, and building a stronger future for Mythos and its talents. So this seems like a pretty big W overall, chat. So the big question on everybody's mind, who's the old CEO? Who's the old CEO, chat? Who should we hold accountable for these types of things? Well, chat, nobody really knows the actual CEO, right? You know, except maybe people that are under NDA. But I think if you look lightly at some rumors that are going around, you know, that may or may not be true. There's rumors going around. And again, I'm not here to confirm nor deny any of that. But there are rumors if you look hard enough. So anyway, let's take a look here at what Trey had to say about the Mythos community and his plans for the future. Gun run, oh my god. Please no. Please no, I would cry. Apparently my TTS died. Okay, great. Well, I guess I'll read it. Hello, Mythos community. Some of you might know me as the manager of Mythos Talents. In October, discussion began regarding the possibility of Mythos closing due to internal challenges. During that time, several talents approached me to ask whether there was a way to keep Mythos moving forward. After extensive talks with the former CEO as well as the current and former talents, I can't believe you guys think it's Gun Run, who expressed their support and confidence in me stepping up into this role, I made the decision to acquire the Mythos brand and all associated talent, intellectual property. This is great. I'm looking forward to being the CEO for such an amazing and hardworking people. As Mythos is adjusting to these changes, I want to reassure the community that we remain committed to growth and creativity. We will be proceeding with the debut of a new wave of goddesses later this year from our recent auditions. Thank you sincerely to everybody who applied. Among the excitement of this new chapter, Mythos will also be hosting its very first concert featuring multiple talents, along with those participating in hosting various community and industry events. Thank you for your continued support as we build a stronger future for Mythos together. So, everybody clap, golf clap. This is great. Love to see Trey is taking over again. I think this is overall a very positive thing. We love to see it. So, so former CEO of Mythos, not really doing a good job at all of running the company. Gives it to Trey. Trey has a great reputation, and I think he's going to run it well, in my opinion. So, I don't know all of the inner workings behind Mythos, and in fact, none of us do except those in Mythos, but I think that the former CEO has a lot going on that probably is better that they step away. So let's continue here, kind of looking at some statements that were made by talents and some breaking news that Nid actually gave to us. So Lorelai had a lot going on to say. I in the past interviewed for a talent manager position with Mythos, and it was generally the most nightmarish job I have ever had. The previous CEO was incredibly and openly cruel. I truly wish Mythos the best under new leadership. I'm rooting for you all. Poseidon, even going on to make a statement. Full announcement, our YouTube channels are currently not monetized due to the switchover for AdSense. With my agency switching over owners, all memberships and super chats will be on hold for the time being. I'll still be streaming and uploading on both channels. So, at least there is positive steps forward. But we do, of course, have from our alt account going on to say, I too was considering graduating a few months ago due to issues, but I'm so glad I stuck it out for my fellow talents and community. So we have one person even wanting to graduate over this stuff. I'm more than confident things will be good. going forward. Thank you for all your support. I think my TGS died, guys. I'm so sorry. So as the editor for the Mythos Trading CEO, so blessing in disguise, compared to the former one who was very confusing on what, on who edited what, to say the least. Sure, I got you. Thanks for sharing that, Blake. You already have one talent that's like, hey, like, you know, I wanted to step away because it was just, it was so bad. You know what I mean? On top of that, Apollo says, I'm glad to still be your son, goddess. I mean, I better actually get paid. Getting knowledge from music, have my hobbies actually cared for, have communication, group events. So much to look forward to, yay. So, again, sounds like she was not having a very fun time within the Mythos company before. Yeah, V. Of course, Apollo goes on to say, welcome, Trey. Originally was going to graduate as Apollo back in September. I was going to step away for good from the VTubing scene. The reason I would have stayed if there was going to be a change. Knowing it's him gives me relief. He was there for everybody. So again, 2 talents that wanted to graduate because of the horrible things allegedly were going on behind the scenes. That's heavy, chat. That's heavy. Of course, Apollo continues to go on and say, like, I can't praise my boss enough. I'm only here and I'm alive because of him. Last year was my darkest moment. He was there to help me and was again there for us during his events this year. I was ready to give up everything in my life. I'll always continue to praise Trey. So, very high praises for Trey. Really seems like he is the GOAT, chat, the GOAT. Now, I do want to go take a look here. Of course, everybody just like really excited for it. People saying, you know, Warwick's like the start of the year in good VTuber news. Very surprising, right? So we can go take a look here at some of the stuff as well. Code V goes on to say, so my feeling of this, short and sweet. As an ex-talent of this place, my experience was nothing short of hellish to the extreme. Grueling even. Business is extremely hard and this place has problems beyond the ex-CEO. But if there is an opportunity for a change, it begins now. I hope for the best. So, again, guys, I think V is here in chat. Send them some love. Also, Sprixer, the Mythos talent, deserves someone who's willing to step up for them. Congrats on becoming a dad, Trey. You know, again, congrats, Trey. You know, Kenny says, having an idea for the previous owner for some time, I can confidently say that I'm more than hopeful for the talents in the future under new leadership. I'm so happy for Trey. So everybody really just excited overall about this this big change here. So of course, Code B saying, look, I'm a previous ex-talent. You know, I had some times that were not great. And Lorelai actually, you know, said her piece as well. Yeah, that company has a lot that we need to tackle and fix. Having a CEO that will try is a very strong start for all the good who remain. I hope for the best. Exactly. Yeah, guys, it was me. I was the former CEO of Mythos. How did you know? Wow, guys, y'all are so smart. How did you figure that out? Lorelai Locke goes on to say, I won't ever talk about some of the things I experienced because it involved the company openly mocking and doxing active and graduated talents. That's very, very serious accusation. But the interview generally made me upset from how open they were to abusing their talents. Please support the talents. Be kind. Now, chat. You guys remember who did the trailer for Mythos? I'm gonna stretch really quick. It's kind of been a while. It's kind of been a while, chap. Who did the voiceover for the trailer for Mythos? But if you guys remember, it was Moist Critical, right? So I think that leads to the question: which large person has a connection to Moist Critical, right? Who has maybe interacted with them and was able to get them to voice the trailer, right? You know, there's rumors out there of who the CEO is. So I think, again, if you dig enough, you'll probably find it yourself. Of course, Code V goes on to answer here. Yeah, I'm sorry you had experienced such things. Some of it was downright heartbreaking. Lorelai Locke says, nothing I experienced was even a fraction how bad y'all had it. What they told me they did, all while laughing, was downright horrific. If you or others ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I love to still support my would-be talents in any way I can. So, Yeah, sure, Captain. So anyway, chat, this is the situation going on here with Mythos. Seems like there was a lot of bad things going on kind of behind the scenes, but people were dealing with a lot of bullshit. We saw a lot of talent step away. You guys remember all the talents that graduated? Alright, they just tweeted a post too. I was not the CEO, chat. What the fuck? I was not the CEO, dude. What are you talking about? So here we, oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Oh, shit, this was just posted a minute ago. Wait a second, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news. Oh, shit, dude. Marcia, no. Alright, well, dear Hades and Mythos community, with this post, I would like to approach you formally, but also personally apologize for what has occurred during Hades' 2-year anniversary, both as a representative of Mythos and previously Hades' manager. I deeply regret the oversight and the disappointment it caused. At the time, Mythos was in the midst of a significant internal change, including me taking ownership of the company. During this period, internal communication between management and talents was disrupted, which led to the failure to properly acknowledge and celebrate Hades' anniversary. So this is coming from Trey, by the way. While these circumstances provide context, they do not excuse the mistake. The lack of visible support shown during such an important milestone should not have happened. Without I offer my sincere apology and regret for the hurt this has caused to Hades, and for those that have supported her. Dude, W fucking statement, by the way. It was me, deal! As Mythos moves forward, we are taking concrete steps to ensure this does not happen again. Under the current restructuring, the company is developing an updated code of ethics along clear and stricter internal guidelines. Bro, I can't stop fucking nodding my head and clapping. These measures are being implemented to better protect talent comfort, further communication, and foster an environment rooted in respect, support, and care. It is my personal commitment and responsibility as CEO to ensure that Mythos learns from the incident as I have and grows stronger because of it. Thank you for taking the time to read this and for your patience and trust as we work to do better. Thank you wholeheartedly, Trade Legacy CEO Mythos, bro. What the fuck, dude? Absolute W. Huge W statement, bro. Look, actions, not words, dude. I'm posting something like this immediately and addressing it. Hell yeah. That's a W.
Baby.
I love this. Love accountability. You'll love to see it, chat. You'll love to see it. Well, again, chat, I'm very, very hopeful. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, chat. I'm very, very hopeful for the future of Mythos. Again, you know, with everything that happened, right? It's very unfortunate watching a lot of members leave. Watching a lot of people step away because of mishandlings, right? And, you know, this isn't the first time we talked about VTuber agencies dropping the ball, right, chat? But this is one of the first times that we can look at something with some actual fucking hope. Can we get some claps for that, please? The fact that this is not just all doom and gloom, right? Like, the fact that there is fucking light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I want to scream hallelujah, dude. Like, this is such an amazing thing to see happen. Is VTubing healing? It is healing, dude. So, well, chat, please go and support the current Mythos members. Please go support Trey. Please go support the ex-Mythos members as well. I will tell you, if you actually go on Reddit, pretty much everybody's PL is not a secret if you go on Reddit. So, you know, I like to hint at certain stuff for you guys. I don't like to outright say it, but obviously go and support these people because they're amazing creators. So, and I'll tell you all, chat, you know, with Code V as well, you know, being an ex-talent, I can tell you 100%, having met Code V and hung out with them a little bit and talked with them, they're absolutely fucking goated, chat. So please, go give them some love as well. They have a very good heart on a personal level. If you could go and give them some love, I would appreciate that. But they're a good bean. They're a good bean. So, W trade. Yes, I'm manifesting good things for them too. So, but there was some positive news out of this. So, yes, I'm an ex-talent. Where did I say that? I said Code V. No, I'm not an ex-talent. No. Girly, I've been streaming almost 5 years. No, I'm definitely not. Yeah, definitely not. Yay, let's go get news! Yes! That's Mythos, chat. There you go. Pretty crazy story overall, though, I will say. I'm glad that, I'm not gonna lie to you, as much as I've sat down and actually, like, looked at stuff, I really was expecting this to go the other way, chat. I really thought this was gonna be so much worse, but I'm glad we got a happy ending, and I think that Trey is a very, good person, trustworthy person as well, so, you can definitely count on him. Girl, you and I both, exactly. Oh my goodness, lots of love, TV. So, chat, let's go look at a little bit of indie VTuber news that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So here we go, chat. So first up, in case you missed it, very exciting, Fufu and OB Kitty Cat are engaged. Congratulations to them. And of course, Fufu saying, got engaged to the loof of my life, OB Kitty Cat. So congratulations to them. Who's gonna throw bricks at everybody in headquarters? Get them. Amazing. Congratulations to them on that. Absolutely incredible. So here's the clip of them getting engaged at. Early's coming back and announcing it, so.
Yahoo! Oh, happy.
Yes!
You ready for this? Are you ready for the thing, guys?
And of course, them showing it. Well, you can see the rings a little bit, and also some fucking cat food. But my favorite part out of all of this, chat, actually has to do with Shylily. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm very disappointed in myself as a lesbian for not fucking recognizing this. I have to put on the hat of shame, chat, that I didn't actually recognize this, but. Shylily was on it. I literally audibly gasped when I watched this clip. So take a look here.
Wait a sec. Wait.
That wasn't even a thought in my head, dude.
Yes!
I ain't gay, but
Sasby and Lex.
Wait a sec. Shut up, Lily.
The fact you pointed this out killed me, dude. I'm like, why didn't I notice that? Oh my god, Sesame and Lex. That cracked me up, dude. So, congratulations to Fufu and Katie. Lots of love to them. Both really good beans. People I've interacted with. I'm a bit, and they're both amazing. So, in other news, however, chat, Beetle actually hitting #1 in Twitch subs. That is right. AI-powered VTuber Neurosama. Creator Beetle has become the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch. Beetle now has an estimated 162,000 plus sub count. Now, I do want to point out a few things in this because there's a tiny bit of misinformation, right? So, of course, Zach goes on to say that Beetle and Neurosama actually broke into the top 10 most subscribed channels of all time. So, Ironmouse up here with 326, Kai with over 1 million, but of course they did reach the 167,000. So, top 10 of all time, chat. Of all time. Incredible stuff out there from them. But I do want to mention here really quickly, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's just Chat GPT, right? Well, it's not really Chat GPT, right? It's Beetle's own system, right? So Beetle has also been working on this AI for a long time before he created Neuro. Of course, given the recurrent reception of AI, added context is needed for those unaware. Neuro is an AI personally developed by Beetle, who she streams with. It is notably different from traditional Gen AI, as all our current systems in LLM are created by Beetle and is run locally. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. there's a lot of misconception around Nurasama. I really wanted to point that out. Now, as amazing as breaking that record is, chat, unfortunately, not everybody's happy about it. Well, here you go, guys. Stable Ronaldo is in complete disbelief that they are the #1 current highest Twitch sub creators. So take a look.
This is AI? 170,000 subs?
Probably on par with the average person I
170,000 subs and it's AI?
I think I'm feeling a bit sad, actually. I feel like I spend all my time being a little too selfish.
Is it
Like, I
AI
don't
powered
think I
VTubers? She
do
can
enough for
chat,
other
sing, react to
people.
videos, and play games.
I'm-
Oh my god, these guys'
You're not
computers.
cute?
Some of these people's
Well, neither
computers
am
need to
I,
be
but
checked. Their
everyone
hard
else seems
drives.
to think not so
I'm
sure
dead
about
serious.
me, though.
This guy gifted over 100,000
Maybe
bits
I
to
could
this
whiz up
channel, and 3,000 gifted.
Whatever it takes, I need to...
This is
Need to have their hard drives checked. Well, I think this point brought up here by Rosa is good. Why do non-anime VTuber fans immediately assume that when someone watches VTubers, it's about wanting to, do the sex, right? I'll check their hard drive. Yes, sexual humor is sometimes present, but that's a facet of most internet spaces. It's straight up just like jealousy, dude, like bad talking, bad mouthing VTubers, right? Just because it's something that you don't understand and you're not familiar with, and now you're gonna try to detract from their game. Of course, R goes on to say, wow, I'm so funny. Let me mock something I completely don't understand for the jokies. People don't need their hard drives checked. They don't sub to a virtual waifu. They sub to the creator behind her who's worked hard for years before she was able to do what she does. Absolutely based. Absolutely based. It's jealousy, This person has done something new and innovative and cool, and you just can't fucking stand that idea, can you? You just cannot stand that idea, can you? Very crazy. However, chat, unfortunately, they hate this continue because Jinxie actually is upset because he found out that #1 spot is taken by, of course, Vito Nurasama. So let's take a look here what Jinxie had to say.
#1 sub streamer. Oh my god.
Artichoke.
Oh my god.
What did you get up to for New Year's, Camila?
The #1.
He's a very, very prominent streamer, guys. He has, if I remember right, he had a top 10 spot on the all-time leaderboard. Yeah, he's actually right here. You can see. Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. Not different person, my bad.
Streamer in the entire world is an artificial intelligence VTuber. So chat, you know how for example, Ironmouse is like a real person. You're saying Vidal987 is not real. What? I've never even heard of that. Dude, that is chat. That is the future of streaming, bro. Dude, I'm bewildered, bro. I'm absolutely bewildered. Hey, game is game, I guess. 157,000 gifted subscribers to a artificial intelligence VTuber that non-stop 24/7 never ends streams. I don't know if anyone's ever passing this. I don't know if anyone's ever passing this without a subathon. Dead ass! What? When did this happen? Did this happen this week?
I will acknowledge that you did say, well, game is game, right? But it's just a fundamental misunderstanding of what Nurasama and Beetle do, right? And I feel like everybody misses that point. So that's why I was like, okay, well, let me show you some notes here. Like, it's crazy to me, dude. It's crazy to me. I don't understand why people are not willing to do a little modicum of research into something they don't understand, Like, I mean, at least he, didn't attack, but it also wasn't, it wasn't really supportive either, But he did say game is game, so just research. That's all it takes, guys. It's really, really not hard. But, unfortunately, guys, Beetle and Nurasama actually were warned by Twitch the other day. So let's go take a look at exactly what happened, chat.
So, accidentally or briefly sharing another person's personally identifying information without authorization, adult nudity, or explicit content, or content featuring other stuff that's not allowed on Twitch. So there you go. That's what happened.
Oh.
So they received a warning from Twitch that said that they shared some kind of adult content or some kind of like, I think what they say again, like private information.
Happened. Oh. They
Yeah, let me listen again. I'm sorry.
Accidentally or briefly sharing another person's personally identifying information without authorization, adult nudity, or explicit content, or content featuring other stuff that's not allowed on Twitch.
There you go. Those are the reasons. So, I will say here in the comments as well, people are like kind of like guessing a little bit, but everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where did they do that? And I mean, there is a little bit of rumor milling going on, but nonetheless, I didn't find any of it to be very concrete. I don't know why they were warned. Like, even the reason they just gave, like, where have they done that, you know? Yeah, exactly. But, like, where did they do that? You know, like, really, the rumor mills in that subreddit, I mean, they're not bad, but they're not concrete, right? It's just rumors, so. But I did at least want to mention it to you. They did receive some type of warning from Twitch. I don't know the fuck why, but there you go, chat. So that's what's going on. Yeah, I guess they're just making up shit at this point. Who fucking knows? In other news, guys, we also got to talk about an unfortunate incident that happened with Centrea. That is right. For New Year's, Centrea says somebody shot up a firework and it flew inside my car, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly, Bloom. It's so cool. What is my luck? Happy New Year, man. Thank God it's not 2026 for me yet. So it doesn't count for the start. So, poor Sin. I hope things improve for her. That's crazy. In other news, guys, very weird haters going after Ironmouse. That is right. Rima actually giving you some good info on this. Someone had loaded a racist AI-generated song and falsely credited it as a collab with Ironmouse, causing it to appear on an official Spotify page. Looks like it has been taken down before, but not before it hit, 4.6K plays, but it still shows up on our profile. It's odd that there is a way to do this. I would assume tons of artists can be harassed with this loophole. Why does Spotify allow this? And you can see here's that song. I was shaking a song. Maybe actually go and look for the details of this song. It's even more fucked up by looking at the picture you can see here. I can't believe that people can do that. That's really fucking gross, dude. Like, Ironmouse is already a fucking saint, dude. Like, just leave her alone. Like, if you don't like her, don't interact with her. This is literally fucking, like, fucked up harassment, dude. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I echo Rima's statement as well. How does Spotify allow this? You know, like, there needs to be some kind of, like, verification process. Exactly. Like, people just want to be mad at her for no fucking reason. You know, they just don't like her. She's different, and they go to use her as a reason to harass her, right? That's they're in. So, what's up, Kitty? How are you? Thanks for swinging by. Very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. So that's what's going on recently with Ironmouse. Like I told you, the hate towards her is just not stop. I don't get it. Yeah, you can dislike somebody in music, but like harassing them like this? I mean, look at this picture, dude. That's disgusting. Crazy. One thing I want to mention to you, chat. Kind of a little crumb, a little modicum of news, but of course, Trixie says, I really miss you, Vay, tagging her. And of course, Vay says, I miss everybody too. I'll be back soon. So if you're a Vay fan, well, looks like she is coming back soon. You guys know, we did have, she announced her hiatus not too long ago. But looks like Vay is going to be coming back. Yeah, serious. So I'm very excited to see her return. I mean, she said some words that I don't really like the R word. She's kind of said that before, but I mean, a kind of a minor gripe in all comparative things and other VTubing stuff. So it'll be good to see her back. I think a lot of people miss her. So, yeah, there's a little modicum of news about that, chat. But what I really want to talk about today is one other big story Oh, you thought I was done, chat. Oh, you thought I was done, chat. Oh, no, 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 no. I got another story for you guys. And today, we're going to be talking about Vupechat. That is right. Now, why are we talking about Vupechat? You know, Vupechat, I've been a Vupechat. I think Vupechat's pretty fucking cool. Well, Vupechat is introducing a new frontier in VTubing tech. The eTuber. Turn any VTuber into a tuber. Just upload a PNG, set points, and even customize physics. VTubers, PNG tubers, PTubers. I know everything VTubers are welcome in our community. So let's go take a look at the trailer. You tell me what you think, chat. No, it's just taking your camera and laying it over a PNG, you know? Yeah, it's just annoying orange all over again. What the fuck is this? You can be anything, chat. I'm like, oh my god, I need to do a I need to do this with the PNG of my model. Like, so again, very burnt peanut-esque, very annoying orange-esque. So, chat, before we get into it, what do you guys think of this? Do you like it? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? What do you think of this overall? Yeah, you can do some really weird shit with it, right? It's funny, yeah. First, yeah. Bad, who cares? I hate it. It's interesting. It's fun. I don't care. It's funny. I mean, for me, when I looked at it, I'm just like, nah, this is fun. Like, am I going to use this? Of course not. But yeah, you know, it's funny, right? It's whatever. Right? Yeah, it's silly and stupid. Exactly. So, and I think them being like, oh, like, you know, yeah, you know, new tubers, new frontier. Like, it's all very facetious, right? Just very funny. It's meant to be just kind of like stupid and cringe and funny, right? So, however, chat, this did not go over well. I just thought of something devious at YouTuber of your booba. Oh my god, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hell no. So, you know what I mean, chat? This is kind of like, nah, a little bit of fun. You know, whatever, right? Well, people were not happy about this. Let me tell you. People were pissed off about this. So, of course, I said what I told you guys right here. So, Donkey says, imagine to your own model. Then says it's pretty sick. Can you make a YouTuber site so I can have my nipples as the eyes? Not the nip eyes. Time to do this little pumpkin. So, lots of funny reactions. However, chat, I do want to go look at some people that were really, really not happy with this, right? So, first case of YouTuber trolling recorded. What makes it worse? It's a guest account too. So I ran into somebody using the YouTuber thing. Apparently they tried being funny in a derogatory sense. Happened earlier during the event, but it was somebody using peanut with eyes. I was always scared enough as is to get on, but this launched me way over the edge. Now, and that is unfortunate. However, I will say that, I mean, VTubers can do the same thing, right? They can use a default model, etc. So, but that does suck that happened, right? First here we have a commenter saying, okay, time for hot take with Silver King. Hot take for the day is, it's okay to make things more accessible for everybody to enter into something new, as long as you make the, I guess, the fence higher over time. This shit is why the VTuber sphere will grow worse more than it is right now. I mean, personally, chat, just me, but like, I don't feel like this is gonna make the VTuber space like worse. Like, it's just like, it's like a meme, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, to this, are people actually mad about it because they know wave? Like, bro, it's basically a Snapchat filter and it makes VTubing more accessible. Makes you upset, go touch some guys. I mean, it's just whatever. It's just fun. Like, why are we upset about this? Like, I feel like people are like, oh, yeah, like, gatekeeping this and gatekeeping that. Well, like, is this really, like, a problem even in regards to gatekeeping? Like, I feel like we're, like, trying to make issues out of nothing, you know? Oh my god, they did it. Yeah, there it is. Knowing orange. I feel like this feature attracts bad actors using this feature to attack VTubers. This abuse also includes putting not streaming friendly avatars on the platform. I personally want to geo-block South Asian IP on the site. What? And also, like, does it actually, I don't like Vupechat trying to redefine VTubing. I don't think they're doing that, Moonrock. I'm gonna be honest. I read this thing as a big fucking joke, dude. They're not trying to redefine VTubing. Yeah, that took a turn, right? Like, I really don't feel like this is inviting bad faith people, you know? Like, I don't think it's attracting this, like, huge crowd of people. And plus, it's only on Vupechat, too. Like, it's not like they're, like, going on to Twitch and using it, you know? Like, this is an insult to actual artists in the VTuber community. Go fuck yourselves, you fake-ass clowns. What? They're taking P&Gs off acorns and peanuts and ornaments, dude. Like, well, what? I'm so confused by, like, the visceral reaction to this. Like, dude, it's just for fun, dude. Like, why are you getting so turned up about it? So Plotty goes on to add to this, things to say. Just a very slight overreaction. I think to say anybody can sign up for Vupechat, create a PNG in a program. That's not new. Gatekeeping is weird stuff. Well, like, okay, this is nuance, right? Like, keeping bad actors out is certainly a good thing, right, chat? We don't want bad people in the community, but also at the same time, like, how is this even contributing to creating some kind of, like, influx of bad people? You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's for fun. Like, chill out. It just, what? There's so much, like, non-fun havers, dude. Like, right, like, controversial chat, but I want to show you something really quick. Gatekeeping, the activity of controlling access to something, the action of discouraging or criticizing others' participation and enjoyment of a shared activity or interest. You know, there's another definition of gatekeeping, I thought, and maybe I'm just wrong, but I thought that the definition of gatekeeping was specifically to keep bad actors and moderate your own community. Yeah, maybe this is just a regular old Google one, but most of gatekeeping is just moderation of your own community, right? But like, we're gonna say this is very nuanced, right? Because yes, you do want to allow new people in, and obviously keeping good people out is wrong, right? Being shitty and not allowing anybody in and protecting stuff is fucked up, right? But keeping bad people out is obviously good, right? So gatekeeping is kind of like a nuanced term. Note that was later connected to gatekeeping later on. Sure, I got you. Yeah, see, I always thought that was the definition of it, so I'm glad I looked it up. So in the proper definition of gatekeeping bad. In the inferred definition of gatekeeping good. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah, and that's a totally different question to answer, right? So your filter aside from this, people with everything bad happening in the VTuber community, the stream of words arguably insulting inside community with Peanut being used to me too makes sense, understood, offensive.
This? Now anybody can be the annoying orange tuber. Imagine that.
Now, this idea of VTuber being very gave the insult, and there's another means to reveal to Rat and Peanut's tailcode to fuel the hatred towards VTubers. I'm gonna be so honest with you, Solar. I think you were reading way much into this. Way too much into this. Gatekeeping equal bad, having standards equal good. The actual definition of gatekeeping is good. Having standards is all gatekeeping is about. Okay. The activity of controlling access to something. I mean, as long as it's in a good way, sure, absolutely. I think I read this. They're discouraging or criticizing other participation in an enjoyment of a shared activity or interest. This sounds bad, though, to do. I mean, sure, like, I guess I could see that. But I think if you look at what they're doing and how facetious they are about the entire thing, they're not feeding into that, right? If anything, I feel like people are taking that and projecting it onto what they're doing. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Okay. I'm sorry, I fundamentally misunderstood, so I'm glad that we read that. Because, I mean, definitions are important, right? So gatekeeping is good as long as... let me get this straight. Gatekeeping is a good thing as long as we're keeping the bad people out, right? That's how I'll redefine it. My opinion, any community needs keeps out bad actors by default. Yep. Let's do the argument on guns. Criminals use them for bad things, but use on a tool to create VTuber models. Yeah, like, I know we talked about gatekeeping before with, like, the, God, who was it that, debuted of, VTuber model? Ludwig, right? We had a big conversation about gatekeeping. But I think we were talking more about people, like, being like, oh, Ludwig can't be a VTuber, when it's like, what's wrong with that? Like, who cares, you know? Yeah, I think intention matters a lot with gatekeeping, right? And the important thing is allowing people to be part of something that they enjoy, but also keeping out the bad actors, you know? So, and I guess we could split hairs about the definition for a while, but let's continue. It's okay to let the silly in. You might have joy if you do. I think again, like what you said, Soulheart, a lot of people are going to project this like, oh, well, you know, the whole like bird peanut thing, and they're going to use that as like, oh, projection onto this particular project, that's what they're trying to do. I'll be real, I don't even see it that way. So yeah, literally, Ludwig respects VTubers better than most IRL streamers. Literally. This type of silly existed well before the orange or peanut. You're making it about them, not Vupechat. Boom, this right here. There's 0 ways this hurts artists. It's not AI. It's putting your eyeballs in the mouth of any normal image. It'd be super cool if we could move past the automatic naysaying in our community. The negativity about literally everything that's different is so old. I watch this platform go above and beyond to cultivate a safe space for creators. Use something else for your rage bait engagement posts. Yep. Pretty much. I agree. I think this is just a little fun idea that they came up with. Being very facetious, being very fun, and just people took it to the next level. I think so, Ajax. But what do you think about this? Because I think my biggest point just about this is exactly what, you know, Platy says, right? Like, this type of silly existed well before the orange or the peanut. This stuff has been around for a long time. Like, all of a sudden, like, are we going to have a problem with the annoying orange? Like, dude, this is literally just for fun. It's okay to also acknowledge that some people might see it differently, but I think overall, intention matters here. You know? I mean, for the person to be like, this right here, like, dude, come on, bro, chill out. Like, it's not that serious, you know? Honestly, it's just another form of tech tools. So many things like knives. Yeah, this is another tool. Exactly. So we need more fun, dude. Like, holy shit. Just getting all turned up about this. Like, it's... If you've ever been in Vupechat and you know how amazing they are, how, like, creative, how wonderful they are towards the community, come on, guys. This ain't it. This ain't it to get all turned up about this. So, in my opinion, it's a nothing burger. What do you think? Nothing burger, yes or no? Yeah, like, if it's not for you, it's fine. I personally think it's cute. Not for me. I hardly agree with Naka about this could be a good way for people to enter the community, take a step forward to become a VTuber, right? I think it's a great point, Naka. Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't even touch on that. There are good things out of this as well. It's not just bad. There are good things out of this as well. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, thank you so much. So one thing that I do want to discuss, guys, as we get into our Corpo VTuber news, I got 2 things that I want to discuss with you just really, really fast. So, number 1, coming up here for Ninja Sanji, Luca actually teasing his brand new outfit. Just says soon. That's it. No date. We'll see what happens with that. It's a nothing burger, but I see how people might have experienced harassment or attacks and be doing too much might be jumpy. Yeah, I just think everybody needs to like chill out, take a step back, and look at something, right? But the big thing that I want to talk about with all of you today is okay, most of you said yes. So the big thing that I want to talk about with you guys today is what's going on with Hololive chat. That is right, Hololive actually getting into a bit of hot water. So let me take a sip of my drink and we'll talk about it. Yeah, very, very big uh-oh. So, unfortunately, chat, Hololive came out with a new trailer and an update for some of their new TCG cards. Well, turns out, chat, it looks like they're actually using AI in this trailer. Thank you for the follow, Kono. Oh, yikes. Not good, chat. Not good. As you guys know, AI is taken very, very seriously in the VTuber world. Obviously, looking at prior Hololive stuff, they're very anti-AI. However, unfortunately, things have slipped through the cracks multiple times with this. They've had like backgrounds and concerts that had AI as well. It's pretty bad mess up, right, chat? If we go and look here even more, we can actually go take a look at the trailer. But of course, May says, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's just as bad upscaling instead of Gen AI, but it's indeed Gen AI animation. There are things going on it that just don't make any sense for the puppet animation. There's some parts that make it clear. I slowed down the video so it's easier to notice the chunky parts. I checked the past ads. It's possible to notice details from the animator's POV. They're common to make sense for human work. There's definitely a choice to use AI on this new ad. So let's go take a look here at some of the chunkiness of certain stuff. You can kind of see here the hand is very distorted. Weird shit going on with the hair. I mean, what the fuck is that? Like AI artifacting for sure. So let's go take a look at the actual full trailer. It's only a minute long. You can look at it. Yeah, just so you can see like the whole thing. Yeah, not good, not good. And guys, you gotta remember, our community is built and created by artists, right? We cannot exist without artists, so it's important that we respect them. And obviously using AI is a big insult. And Hololive has already stated multiple times that they are against AI as well. And yes, some things have slipped through the cracks, but this is pretty egregious, I would say, for them. I feel like this is the third time, actually. But yeah, I got you, Sir Winter. It is definitely not live 2D rigging. It's definitely not live 2D rigging. You want to know why? Because Hololive actually responded to it. So let's go take a look here about what they had to say. Regarding the Ayakashi Vermilion product PV, that was the trailer, right? And the new packs that just came out. They're all centered around that. We are aware that we received feedback regarding the use of generative AI in relation to this PV. While this PV was produced by a collaborating company, the ultimate responsibility as a publishing entity lies with our company. I will say W accountability. Now, W accountability there. At present, take into account our company's stance on the handling of generative AI. We are conducting a verification of the facts surrounding the production process. We provide a further report as soon as the verification is complete. We appreciate your understanding and patience as this fact-checking takes some time. So there it is, chat. We appreciate your patience while we complete this review. So I will say that, in my opinion, this is the most egregious one that slipped through the cracks, but at least they are taking responsibility, right? I think that whatever production company, obviously, they're going to hold them accountable because that damages them. But at least they said, look, we are the company. We own that for using them. We own that for fucking up. and we're gonna do an investigation. So I will say that's a W. Now, what does suck though a lot is all of the artists that, you know, of course, submitted here. Their art has been now submitted into whatever this AI generator for movement is, which really, really sucks. And I hate that so much. So, what do you think of Hololive's response here, Chad? Do you feel like it was good? Do you feel like there needs to be additional accountability? Well, what do you think needs to happen? I mean, I will say this, as a business owner, right? Stuff does happen, right? Inevitably, things are going to slip through the cracks. As big as a company as Hololive is to make it right? No, but at least they are acknowledging it. Yeah, this is the third time in my memory that I can remember. But I think that something needs to be put into place. If this has happened 3 times now in recent memory, there's got to be something, you know? I know the model studio 3D made in the house, but nobody in the company could point this out. Exactly, like, there's just, I think they're rushing, right? They're trying to push stuff out in a timely manner. And I think they need to take things more in-house. I think that'd be better. Yeah, like some kind of verification or something. There's something along the pipeline where they're dropping the ball, you know? What's up, Noel? How are you? Yeah, I mean, we obviously don't want to see that. Hololive doesn't want to see that in their own stuff, you know? So I just really, really hope that we will see a positive change here. But I'm now under the impression, chat, you know, first time mistake, second time, you know, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, you know, and now we're in the third time. I'm a little kind of like, you know, I'm squinting my eyes. I'm kind of side-eyeing a little bit like, oh, Hololive, that's a bad look, dude. That's very, very bad. So, I will be looking forward to their responses. Obviously, I will update you when that does happen. But for now, chat, that's where we stand. Third time is shaking my head. Exactly. That was our first news of the new year. I just realized it was our first VTuber news of the new year. And man, what a show it was. What a show it was, chat. I hope that you guys enjoyed everything, and I hope that you feel a little bit better after looking at everything and talking about the entire situation. Thank you all so much for, of course, having amazing conversation. And of course, y'all are awesome. I appreciate you all so much for all of your support and keeping things honest, keeping things in, you know, having a mature way, a good talk. You guys have no idea how much that means to me, and that shit is hard to find. Trust me. It is difficult to find, guys. So I appreciate you all and having good faith conversation. So guys, we're gonna go raid, since we talked about her earlier. We're gonna go raid Fufu. And of course, we're gonna give her a big congratulations on her engagement. She is playing with Ruben. You guys know Ruben Sargasm, so go give them some love. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow for my last stream before I leave on vacation. We're gonna do some reacts. I gotta look at the Maxor Metal Gear react, because I do want to try and fit that in tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. YouTube, thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you all next week from the news channel. Twitter, thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow for react.